This episode brought to you by Barbara. I told you they were coming, Barbara. I warned you and I warned you. Did you think I was joking?
Hey everybody, we're watching Dawn of the Dead and you are listening to Miscast Commentary.
Ooh, yeah.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Findlay and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Findlay.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And we are going to the depths of the 70s horror genre.
Oh, yeah.
When you press play, don't press it now. We are going to see some shag carpet.
Ooh.
That's my
the shag.
I'm pretty sure that was the song that was in the trailer, right?
I think that's exactly the song that was in the trailer.
So yeah, we're going to get into this one. Might as well get started right now. So we are going to go ahead and press
Watch
play.
it, eh? Get that shag.
Haha, caught myself again.
We're not watching the preview. This is it.
Yeah, this is
Oh, I thought we were doing something there. I just see the whole, we flip things around.
Yeah.
It's all good. There she is. Look at the shag on that one. Does the carpet match the drapes, girl? Woo!
Somebody's going down on her. So right off the bat, this guy who just woke her up there is actually George Romero's brother-in-law.
It is?
Yeah, they just got him.
Oh, well, you know, he was there. They had to film. Well, they're freaking out.
Yeah, the bulk of the people who are in this are just friends of crew and stuff.
So this takes place after Night of the Living Dead.
Yes and no. They don't actually.
Are there zombies yet, or are they coming?
Zombies exist, yeah.
So they know of it.
Yes.
That's why they're all looking depressed and like, oh, what's up? I gotta be in this shag carpet forever.
Yeah, if you follow like some sort of timeline, they don't say this takes place after it. There's nothing that says, oh, well, this happened,
There's
then this happened. But it basically,
in the same universe.
by following the logic of what's going on, you kind of get it.
Oh, it looks like it's just okay. Well, maybe they haven't seen it themselves, but they're hearing reports.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Neil deGrasse Tyson looks pissed.
You know, he always does.
I know.
Are you looking forward to the zombie apocalypse or no? You know, a lot of people are actually like, hey, I can't wait because I could show off my moves. You know,
I know
like,
we talked about that a little in the last one.
Yeah, there's a course. There's a university course somewhere about zombie apocalypse awareness or something. I don't know what it is. Ooh, special makeup and cosmetic effects by Tom Savini.
But I noticed that the backup was Nancy Allen. I wonder if that's Nancy Allen from
RoboCop's partner. Good call. I think she's a good partner in anything, man.
There's probably a way to figure that out. That was George Romero there, who was the director.
Where? Right there in the plaid shirt?
No, on the left.
There's a lot of beards discussing things here. These people are not high up. Oh, they're the media. That's why. Look at these lefties.
It's a George Lucas lookalike.
Holy God, it's like Spielberg and Lucas were in there.
Yeah, he was there. You saw him directing. I keep missing him.
This is what our studio looks like, people. If you're thinking like we got this huge space, this guy in the plaid shirt's pointing, and look, he quits every day. He keeps coming back.
Yeah, actually, what's really funny is that looks almost identical to our first year studio when I went to college.
For real?
Yeah, it wasn't quite that big, our second year studio.
Whoa!
I like because this is the first one that really like gave you some kind of like educated description of what was going on before it was just they're coming for us, and that was kind of it. And then they were like,
well, I like
and
that,
then they
though,
would kind of describe.
like,
well, if you don't know,
just upon you, and you're like, oh my God, I don't even know what's going on here.
But again, now we've got people who have some idea of what's going on. They're saying, hey, whatever.
You see, Dario Argento's name was in the credits there. Is that the Dario Argento?
It is the Dario Argento. Not only
his band or something.
His brother. Well, there's a couple things. His brother is the producer of this movie. Dario Argento and his band, the Goblins, scored the movie.
Okay, he probably does the score for all his own movies too, probably, right?
And as part of a deal, he made a deal as for working because George Romero went to Rome and wrote this movie and got input from Dario Argento, but he didn't actually like have a hand in writing the movie. He just kind of like just gave some feedback, just bounced stuff off him and stuff like that. And in return for all that, he got the rights for European distribution, which is when he recut the movie and released it as a Zombie in Europe. If you have,
is that what Zombie is?
Yeah,
it's a cut of this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, there's another movie. Maybe not. There's another movie called Zombie, but I think that one was released. It's all.
Yeah. Okay, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, but if you have the special edition DVD of this, it comes with both cuts.
Oh, neat. Was Buddy okay? Was George A. Romero okay with him cutting it and stuff?
Yeah, they have a lot of respect for each other. They're like the same age.
If you look at this guy's all right, with the leather jacket on. If you are friends with Dario Argento and you make a deal like that, you also get to film his daughter naked.
Yeah,
but he has to be in the room.
Yes,
that's the rules right there, buddy.
And he will encourage you to touch her.
That's fucking weird. Is that like giving your own daughter naked in your own movie?
Yeah. I feel like Coppola was one step away from doing that in Godfather 3. He was like, okay. I didn't realize, I just learned today that in Godfather 3, the reason she was in it is because Winona Ryder had to drop out.
No shit.
Good trivia for some different movie. But yeah, I just learned that
ruined that one.
Yeah. And that's the only reason she was in it.
They both have the same kind of bulgy eyes. They could be brother and sister, these two.
Yeah. And I like that this guy. I feel like that guy just played the gay guy in Fame.
This guy's like, oh, he heard you say that. See that? Ooh, see that shade he just fucking threw your way? Yeah. Woo! That's what Connor to say, shade, right?
Hey, I throw shade underhand, so nobody's really that bothered by me.
What is it like? Like my words are so heavy and so oppressive that you're in the shade under them. What is like you've been throwing shade?
I don't know. Everybody's an asshole.
Shade a drink.
People
is
make
that like a new drink that I'm throwing shade your way.
I don't know.
It's like the world's most expensive champagne.
Whatever it is. Or maybe it's because you're putting yourself in the spotlight and therefore putting shade on you. I don't know. We're going to get to the bottom of this. There's a movie going on in the background.
A movie?
This is the scene which is my favorite in the movie because it's not about fighting zombies. It's about attacking poor Mexicans.
Yeah, they're not in the whole zombie thing, right? These guys, right? They have a separate thing going on right now.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, yes. Buddy coming up? Holy, I forgot about that.
We're going to get your Puerto Rican ass. But because he doesn't say anything racist.
Right there.
No. Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry. Oh, no. Well,
not racist to you.
Sorry. Yeah, I really apologize because he just totally said the N-word while I was saying he's not being racist. But
sorry.
No, because he was saying that he kept saying Puerto Rican. So I'm like, oh yeah, he's not. Like I
nice
just like
about it.
Yeah, and I forgot that he also mentioned black people in such a way, and I apologize.
But George A. Romero likes to use the... Oh, jeez.
It's my favorite thing because they literally just had that kind of conversation. Just stick with me, kid, and you'll be all right. And
then he's first day on the job.
Yeah, and it's not even like halfway through.
Show the new guy today, huh?
Yeah.
Show him around.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of these ethnic cleanses
before. There's another beige face who just left
screen. 2 to 4. It's just par for the course. They're ethnic cleansing. That's what they're like. It should be in routine.
Yeah.
And then zombies start showing up.
Yeah. Maybe that this breed of cops, they just thought that minorities were going to screw up their ability to survive the zombie apocalypse.
Loving the gore, man. Look at this.
Everybody, and again, it's just like crazy. And what is this weird like military jump over the wall thing? See, look at how beige face
that is for real beige face.
That is like you could see his white chest.
Oh my god, buddy. What were you thinking? That guy tried to freaking help you.
I like that Roger, this character here, like his entire thing for the first little while was watching people die and going like, oh, like that's his
reaction
stuff.
When that guy said for everybody to put on masks, one of them should have been a Jason mask, one of them should have been like a Michael Myers, one of them should have been like a goblin. Put your masks on, boys. Oh my god! Yeah, but like Romero's very, he made the black man the hero in the first one. He's all about like the racial things that are happening. And
he had decided because they don't write the parts to be.
That was crazy. They don't make them like that anymore, baby.
That was
holy shit!
It's a giant head explosion.
Whoa!
But the Yeah, he doesn't write the parts with any races in mind, which I like. And then he just decided to cast against type because the black guy's always dying first of all of them. So, and I was like, yeah, I appreciated that.
But this whole scene, everything, the whole movies have like a parallel with like what's happening in the world kind of a thing, right?
But then that black guy in the back corner there got totally marginalized. He walks around the corner and then just gets shoved.
Oh, you got a line?
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
He just got shot.
Oh, yeah. One of their own dudes shot him.
He got put down by the man.
That's right, buddy. He had a mad dog roaming around biting people.
Still the only working guy in this cast.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, talk a little bit about George Romero while we've got a little dip. So, obviously, Night of the Living Dead was his first full-length movie. And then he just started doing stuff. He actually directed a documentary about O.J. Simpson in 1974. Huh. So it was called O.J. Simpson, The Juice is Loose.
The Juice is Loose, buddy.
Yeah, and then obviously he did Dawn of the Dead in 1978. So that's...
Oh, buddy's getting up.
Yeah. And then Day of the Dead in 1985, Land of the Dead in 2005, Diary of the Dead in 2007. So he did more than 10 years.
Oh, yeah. So those new ones were, oh my God, they were terrible.
They were not good. And then he did Creepshow, Monkey Shines, The Dark Half.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Creepshow.
Yeah.
Oh, I like The Dark. I haven't seen The Dark Half in forever. Yeah. I'm going to watch that. This was what, Timothy Hutton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually had an uncredited role in Silence of the Lambs. He played an FBI agent in Memphis.
He did?
Apparently. Oh. That's information I got.
Yeah, they're all blue.
And he did it. He's now a Canadian citizen. He moved to Toronto a while back and became a citizen of...
Fucking A.
Right?
Fucking right on, George Romero. Smart move, buddy.
You did it just in time.
He knows where to be if the zombie apocalypse is going to happen. He's way up north somewhere.
So let's talk about the zombie makeup. Because it's terrible.
Oh.
So here's some more of Roger going, oh, over and over. But
look at this guy.
These zombies are terribly blue. Essentially what happened is Tom Savini used similar, if not the exact same type of makeup that they used in Night of the Living Dead. But Night of the Living Dead, and it's a gray makeup. Oh, there you go. But Night of the Living Dead was in black and white, and this movie is not.
Right.
So the movie, it's a really good, really good gore effect. But yeah, they didn't
they think about that? It's going into color.
No, well, to them it didn't look like it was going to be, like I don't think to them they thought it was going to be blue. Oh, there's another. Oh. This was like one of his only movies, though, so that's what
he's all right. I think he's all right. I'd probably react the same way, man. If I was, he's gonna puke on his own mask. Yeah. Come on, bud.
You can't puke in a room unless you're by yourself.
Oh yeah, here's Buddy.
He's a giant. So now we've got
this is like the '70s Tony Todd.
Yeah. So we've got Ken Foray is the one talking there right now, the big guy, and Scott Reiniger is Roger. So Roger there, Reiniger, he was in 4 movies. He did, and then he also
that guy.
Yeah, he appeared. One of the roles he appeared as a general in the remake of Dawn of the Dead. Most of the people in this were in the remake of Dawn of the Dead. He actually worked in the same restaurant as David MG, the guy who is the boyfriend in the other one. He's the guy who you'll see later, who's the pilot.
Is that the same guy from Night of the Living Dead?
No,
it's not.
No, this was Tony Todd. Oh, I was gonna say Tony Todd is in the remake. But which was like 12 years later.
Good casting.
Yeah.
So totally
Tony Todd was the man. No, I don't remember the name of the other guy, but yeah, no, there's no connection between this movie
nothing,
and the
right?
No, except Romero.
Except the Romero.
But yeah, so David MG, who plays the pilot guy who we saw earlier in the leather jacket and stuff like that, him and this guy, Scott Reiniger here, they worked in the same restaurant. And that's how they all met. Yeah. Like the casting people and stuff like that is David MG was the chef and he was a waiter and they just happened to all hook up.
Wow. Yeah. It's always like that. There was like roommates with the other actor or like.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This guy just trying to find the pisser.
Yeah. And Scott Reiniger is now currently a life coach.
He's a life coach?
Yeah.
Well, if you've taken down the zombies, man, you can coach anybody.
There you go, right? So yeah, he's no longer acting. Ken Foray, he's in friggin' everything. He was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. He was on the TV show Kenan and Kel.
Okay, oh my God.
On Nickelodeon. He was in Rob Zombie's Halloween remake, the first one. He was the big trucker that Michael Myers steals the
he looks so familiar to me, man.
Well, he's in everything, but that was the big trucker guy who like comes out and he's got like a couple things to say, and then Michael Myers kills him and steals his like big jumpsuit, which is what he wears for the rest of
Terrible
the movie.
movies.
I like the first one. I didn't find was bad. It was too long in the kid part.
Right.
I think they could have condensed that to like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you could have. And
it was like the friggin' French guy in Hannibal. Like 45 minutes of watching this guy smoke. I'm like, what the frig?
Well, it was France. Is that Nelson Mandela?
Is that a fake leg? It is.
Yeah, he has no leg.
Oh, he's like using like a crutch built into his leg or something? What the heck was happening there?
He didn't have time to get his peg leg installed, so he just holds on.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
Hey, they got the stormtrooper masks on. Oh, Jesus. Look, a nice
That was not well boarded
up.
Nice
idea.
I like
that wood.
The boards were essentially all stuck together, but not to the door.
Like one nail.
Yeah.
There we go. Here they come.
This is a little racist, but that guy right there and a couple of other ones of them so far. But like, I don't know. He looks like Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard's a beautiful man.
He is a beautiful man.
I just gorgeous. I told you that my mother was Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terrence Howard.
Yeah, from Empire.
Empire, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Terrence
Howard.
You
told us that story. That was great.
Oh man, I haven't heard. Man, they're having a picnic down in the basement of the building.
Yeah. Hey, live and let live.
Fresh.
Just close that door. There's cobwebs. I'd be more concerned about that. I honestly would be more freaked out
on you.
if a cobweb touched me.
Turn?
No, not
in these movies. There was never animals that were zombies. You know, in the goofier ones, there's like zombie dogs and shit. Do you think animals would be able to? Oh, that guy looks cool. Don't waste your ammo. Use a club.
I would have just closed the gate. I would be like, you know what? I really can't be bothered with this.
What if you want to put your bike in there, man?
Nice. Oh, that's true.
You know, shit. Like that guy was just trying to get comfy, and he's like friggin' like, but he was just like. Couldn't even let him finish his meal, for God's sake.
See, even that kind of like it looks like they're mowing down on ribs and like chicken bone,
good.
chicken
drumsticks. This movie's making me
stuff.
fucking hungry.
Right? Like it's just not happy.
When was this movie made?
Well, this came out in 78, so
in the month crying like a little sissy bitch.
Yeah. He
can't even kill a bunch of zombies.
He's another guy I would have liked to have met at he was at Comic-Con a couple years ago. I would have liked to have met him.
Oh, you got that right, but he's down there crying.
I like the
no, okay.
Yeah, good thinking, buddy.
Yeah, nice observation. Don't you love that?
Yeah. This, of all of Romero's zombie movies, this was the most profitable one. We'll get into that. Oh, well, I might as well get into that right now.
We're here. We might as well stay for a while.
It was a budget of $650,000, and it made $5.1 million.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
It opened with $900,000 in its first weekend, and it only opened on 68 screens. Compared to like 3,200 screens.
Right. Now there's like 8 trillion.
Yeah, so it's like a lot.
Watching a movie at your house counts as a screen. These fucking things are so huge now.
Yeah. Well, if they go right to like...
How many inches counts as a screen?
Well, it's a movie theater. Counts as a screen. It's the only thing.
How far down can you go before it does not count? Like I've got a home projector.
Yeah.
75 inches.
Did you pay for the movie from the studio, or did you rent it?
I rented it.
Then it does not count. That's the only thing that that's the only thing that counts as a screen. Did you buy the movie to sell?
Did you pay them their money
as a viewing, not as anything else?
Where would you think that an apartment building would be a great place to be stuck?
Yep.
You know, once you clear it.
Because
how are they going to get off the fucking elevator?
You block off the thing is though, you need ways out with these places.
Yes, you got to have ways out.
But it's a simple
ladder.
thing. Yeah, you just get those, and they have the ones that are 4 apartments that like hook onto the balcony, and then just drop down, and they can go down like as much as like 10 stories.
You got to watch out when you're going down the ladder from the other friggin' balconies too, right? Zombies having smokes.
I like how dumb this guy plays. Oh,
he's the only guy that lives too.
They do not. Yeah, like in the whole zombie apocalypse, that's probably true.
A boat would be really good, but
yeah,
you would need to go get supplies, so that would be really tough.
Yeah.
What's that one where they're on like a submarine or something? The Last Battleship or something? Is that a zombie show? I think it's some dudes on the Navy.
Oh, really?
And they're the last ship, and something's on land, like a virus or something.
Oh, I've not seen it.
But you did see the last battle shit.
Yes.
On that German feed I gave you.
And I am happy to see that that Last Man on Earth just got picked up for another season.
Oh, it did.
Give it up. Give it up for Will Ferrell.
Give it
or
up
not
for
Will Ferrell, Will Forte.
Oh, yeah. Give it up for Will Ferrell, baby.
Give it up for Will Ferrell, too. He's got The House coming out soon.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
He's him and Amy Poehler and Jason Mantzoukas are doing.
And
a bunch of other people.
Shit, he was in the league. Yeah. He's Canadian Crawl.
Yeah.
He crawls in it.
I like the idea that you can fall asleep while piloting a helicopter.
You just put on a buddy was there with him. Look at this. Boom. He's not even drinking the water, but this could be the last water you ever have.
Only one of them is a pilot. The man sitting next to him is not his co-pilot.
He's reading a magazine. He's dozing off.
Yeah, he was flat out asleep, which is not a thing when you're flying. You just die.
Instantaneously.
See, now, I fucked up the timeline and stuff. I remember seeing this stuff, but I didn't see this movie until after I saw the remake of Night of the Living Dead.
Right.
The one that Tom Savini directed.
Yes.
And I thought that this was all footage from
Oh, that was the house, maybe? Is this the house they're going past? You think?
No, I don't think. This is all stuff that was shot for this, because this was 12 years earlier.
Yeah, you know what, Joe? You don't think.
Yeah.
Okay? You just fucking open your mouth.
Yeah.
And you say shit.
It's improv, baby.
You don't. Is that what that's called?
Yeah. All these guys, the hunters, the first responders, everybody came as volunteers.
They just
asked people to come, and they all just came in full uniform and just showed up, and all the hunters came with their guns, and so
they're having a fucking tailgate party, baby.
Yeah. Well, in this, because there's a scene at the end of the remake. And I'm wondering if that's why they made the scene, because that one, the Tom Savini one, came out in 1990. Like I said, 12 years after this
right.
one. But it's them all gathered around like this and like hunting them and like playing games with them type thing.
Yeah, like they're all hung up in the tree and they're shooting at them.
Yeah, and they're like,
right.
And they're like, what are they
play
doing?
the really sad music.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how dare they have fun with the zombies.
Every person who only has one line to deliver in this movie is the worst actor in the world.
Look, there's one there.
Yeah, exactly. Like every single time.
I'll shoot at him. Ooh, a nice car explosion.
You'll shoot at him? What?
I only had one time to say it. I was nervous.
Yeah. They do not give...
Helicopter's key, man. That's such a good thing to have.
Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of people... Bill Burr was talking, he's got a helicopter license, or he's taking helicopter lessons right now. And it was his first thing. He's like, if the shit hits the fan, I'm going up.
That's a good idea, man.
He's like, because you can go anywhere from there.
Oh, fuck, man. What would really happen if there was actually the zombie apocalypse?
Yeah. So this place, the bulk of this whole movie was shot just outside of Pittsburgh.
Oh my God, here he comes.
Yeah. This guy was hired. He's actually a friend of Tom Savini's. He was specifically hired because he's got a high forehead. And then it was more conducive to what they're about to do, which you're about to see, which I think is still my favorite first reaction, like, horror gag I've ever seen.
Right.
Like, I remember the first time I saw it going, ah! Like, not being disgusted, not being
like,
shocked.
That was a good idea.
Just like, what a cool
like,
thing.
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah, because the other thing, so Tom Savini's already said he regrets the color of the makeup because they all look blue, but then he also regrets the color of the blood because it comes out neon in this. It's like they didn't really have a handle on what to do for the regular thing, and they did no screen testing or anything ahead of time, which really would have solved all of the problems. So Tom
Savini did the makeup in the first one and this one.
He didn't do makeup on the first one.
Oh, okay.
He just matched what they did.
Oh, and then was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. So it's because they made them all gray, because that's what he figured. He's like, you don't have any blood in you, right? So you'd be all gray.
Right.
But then it just didn't show up that way.
Joe headed toward Drucker's farm.
Yeah.
That's nice touches in the places too, right?
Yeah.
Notes people left.
Yeah.
If you're not a zombie, please fill up the coffee machine.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like...
Hey, somebody did.
We're all set. That would be the most disgusting sludge in the world.
It always reminds me of Terminator 2, man.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I got a full house. I like the sound of the coffee pouring into the cup like that. It's just a cool sound. At least you can have fucking coffee, you know what I'm saying? First thing you'd have to do, well, I guess like you'd have to be somewhat already pre-prepared.
Yeah.
But then, because it's going to get crazy. Don't just shoot through a door. Like, it could be your mother's on the other side coming through. Yeah. Like, what the frig?
Really, what are the odds? But
like,
still
what?
Don't.
Like,
I like these ideas, too. They do these weird tackles and hits like they've never hit somebody before. Like, you could see, like, he did a weird, like, not even a clothesline, and then you see him hit a guy in a little bit too, and it's just the way he swings his body. You could tell like you could beat him in a fight.
Oh fuck yeah! This guy doesn't even know what he's doing. This zombie's
he should have been bit about 100 times
too. Yeah, I mean he's got clothes on. This guy's new to being a zombie. He used to be like used to sell cars. Oh yeah,
the leather would help though.
He reminds me. You know the thing too is because he reminds me of the guy that bangs his head off. You know, they're coming for you, Barbara. He reminds me of him. He looks exactly the same, and so does the other guy.
Watch this move here.
Oh yeah.
See, the key to killing a zombie is hitting your elbow into their armpit when you're holding a hammer.
They just don't know. Look at this guy. Yeah. They just don't know. Yeah, just keep wasting all your bullets.
Yeah. Well, remember, these guys don't have zombie movies to help them prepare, right? So
they don't
even have a word zombie.
A bunker would be really good, but you need a way out of there too.
Yeah.
You need an escape tunnel or something.
What you need to do, and it's like I would
there it is. Yeah.
And this is precisely it's so good with the slice.
Oh man. What if you can just rewind that real quick at home?
I wish that they would have used that in the remake now that you got better gore and stuff like that. So these kids are Tom Savini's niece and nephew. They just needed kids. I like they're not strong enough to bite. Can't even get
their teeth through. So I said, like, oh my god, he unloaded like half a clip into the kids.
Yeah. What are we gonna do today, Uncle Tom? You're gonna get murdered. This one's great, and they do a lot of this in this with this guy constantly missing, and then somebody else comes in and gets it in one shot. And nobody gives him crap for wasting bullets. They're just like, you're not good at this. I'm better. Boom. Bang. You're not a man.
Boom. RoboCop's gonna really work out in this thing.
Yeah. He should have been the next RoboCop for that.
Because I mean, if you were in an apartment, you could go apartment to apartment trying to get stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess there's not really an ideal place unless you lived at the mall. I guess the mall with the ammo store is pretty sweet.
So again, he's missing again like crazy.
He's almost killing Buddy behind him.
See, and again, get out of the way. I almost feel like it's the same shot. Like they did 2 takes of that same shot of him missing before, and then he's just sort of just like, let's use it again.
Oh man, I'd be grabbing all those lifesavers and chocolate bars and everything.
Anything that wouldn't turn to mold immediately would be in my pocket.
Canned food. See, the idea too would be have a big fucking freezer filled with shit.
Well, the thing is you're going to lose power, so you need someplace. That's why Last Man on Earth's got their shit together.
You have to have a generator.
Yeah, they went to a place that was self-sufficient. It's all like solar powered with like batteries and generators and all that stuff. So they had full electricity.
See, that is another reason right there that we need to start switching over to solar power and stuff, right? The zombies.
Well, and they just did a full release on Elon Musk's solar panel shingles that are coming out. It's going to cost... I
thought I just saw something on this too.
Well, it just came... Well, it's been...
You can power your whole household or something.
Yeah, well, essentially what happens is the shingles, it costs about the same as getting the metal shingles for your roof right now. But then they feed into a battery. You get the Tesla battery, and depending on the size of your house, you might need more than one, but whatever. And it'll power your house all day, store extra energy in the battery, and power your house all night.
What? The government's not going to dig that, man.
It's already happening.
It's happening.
It's just
how are they going to get their money then?
I don't know.
Because that lady was just in shit for living off the grid, and she was doing the same thing, and they were like, oh, you owe us a big fine of this. And she's like, why?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, because you're not paying our bullshit prices for this bullshit. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. That's awesome. You know what? I'm going to move into a house. I'm going to get those shingles, man. I'm all about that shit.
Yeah. They now officially have, I think it's in pre-order right now. I don't know the exact thing, but I saw somebody went to... I think you put deposits down on pre-order right now.
Elon Musk is the guy that runs Tesla.
Tesla, SpaceX. He's also the guy.
Pretty cool, man.
Yeah, he's the real Tony Stark.
I think that if they're, like you can say, oh, that billionaire, he's in the NWO. This guy, I think, is the opposite.
Yeah.
I don't think Elon Musk is part of the NWO because he's big initiative on, I
think he's part of the wolf pack.
Fucking A. Way to go, Elon Musk.
So I like this idea. It's like this is one of those shopping centers. Like this was when malls were new, just so you're aware. At the time, this mall was one of the biggest malls in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously, so in the 70s, I wonder when the first mall was. Somebody call in.
I actually have that information in one of my Uncle John's bathroom readers.
Oh my God, there's like a million of those.
Yeah, it tells the whole story about...
You can never bring those out of the bathroom once you've had them. They stay there forever. You have to burn the bathroom to the ground and then rebuild it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like how you have specific ways of getting rid of disposing of flags. It's like how it has to be incinerated. And like,
it has to be wrapped in a brand new flag.
Yes.
Of the opposite country.
But yeah, this is super ideal.
Yes. It's a good thing they ran into this damn thing.
It would have been more ideal if the zombie outbreak would have happened while the mall was closed, because then they wouldn't have had to clear it.
Wouldn't have had to. Yeah, but they're all showing up anyways, though, right? Because
but they'd all been just stuck outside that way. And
in the mentality of this one, they say that like once you're dead, because some of these zombies are showing up, and it's like they're just doing it out of habit. So out of habit, do you think a zombie could run the elevator? But just by, like, they don't know what floor they're going to, but just,
Yeah, he wouldn't knowingly press 2.
Right.
He would smush his hand on it until a button got pressed.
And then and then he ends up on floor 3, and then,
I like this it's a very vague...
Pennies.
Kind of...
Before JC came along and ruined it.
Yeah, I know, fucking JC. But, like, I like the idea that this is just, hey, it's a nice explanation. It's like, they're just doing it because that's what they do. That's what they're used to doing.
Yeah, that's right. See, they said it right there.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe it was later.
Yeah.
Sweet. This mall would have been awesome, too, because it's not a, like, fucking... You go to the mall, it's just the same stores, every mall. It's all the same shit.
Going to the West Edmonton Mall.
Oh, well, fuck, maybe not that one.
I'm getting a country...
This is the same roller coaster we were on 4 miles ago. Like, what the shit? I did hear... Wasn't that you that told me that it's essentially the same stores? Like, you'll go through a big section, and then it'll kind of redo...
Well, it doesn't redo, but there are, like, you go there, and there were, like, 3 Foot Lockers in the mall, and that happened a few different times.
You buy a pair of shoes at one, and by the time you get to the next one, you need a new pair of shoes.
Yeah. And
what a fucking mall.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
That would be the mall you
I've been there a couple times. It's fantastic. I mean, that one, Mall of America, things like that.
I saw a new preview for the West Edmonton Mall.
Oh, really?
It was new. I was like, ooh, this must be West Edmonton, and it sure was.
Yeah, we're more west.
We're even westerer than before.
Yeah. So the only person we haven't spoken about is Galen Ross, who plays Francine. She makes documentaries now.
Oh.
She was only acting in 3 movies. She was in this, she was in Madman, and she was in Creepshow.
She also played Donald Sutherland in Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah, for a little bit.
She looks like she could be a 70s reporter lady or something.
Yeah. The interesting thing, though, she has a little bit of a tie to the rest of this series. She was actually in the casting department for Day of the Dead.
Ah.
So she didn't act it.
She's got an eye for zombies.
Apparently. I don't know how that comes to pass. It's like...
And she knows where they go to. She's like, you know what? Yeah. You're Chef Zombie. I can see you.
Yeah.
You're like, you're a lady. You're amazing.
She looks like if Shelley Duvall and Farrah Fawcett had a baby.
I agree.
She's got Shelley Duvall's face and then Farrah Fawcett's feathered hair.
Oh my God. How's mine looking today? It's getting pretty good, eh?
It looks great.
I know. It's looking fucking wicked. I don't even have to see in a mirror and I know it looks awesome.
I've had dog shit hair my whole life. Now I have none. Fuck you, world.
Here they go. When you were in the zombie apocalypse and you hit the mall, where's the first store you're going?
It depends on what I have and what I don't have already.
Okay,
like, so if I go there with nothing...
Nothing.
Food.
Okay, and you got your pick of the litter. What are you going to go with? What's your craving? Pizza? I always want pizza.
Yeah. I mean, everything's so dependent. Like, do I still have electricity? Do I have a place where I can cook these things? I would grab everything and then just throw shit out the window as it gets rotten. Yeah. And then just let it, like, decompose outside. But, if I'm kind of stuck, I just get I just spend all my time gathering all the
I'm going straight to the fucking chips and the French fries.
Yeah. Well, I would for sure.
And the smokes. Guaranteed the smokes.
There you go.
Yeah, everybody's always trying to quit. I'm trying to quit. But I mean, like a zombie apocalypse, who cares? Everybody's going to start smoking.
Yeah. Which will be good for me because that's when I'm going to start really working on my cardiovascular and then I'll be able to outrun Todd when the day comes to it.
Exactly.
Which is completely untrue because I've got a knee that's made of friggin' dog food.
Oh, so I'm pretty sure that when a group of zombies are going to be, you're going to fucking move.
Yeah.
And then afterwards you'll be like, oh, my knee fell off halfway through that run.
I remember getting
my
shit.
God.
Our first day of high school, they had tryouts for football. And we went there. And
Oh my God.
And I had a bad knee already because I had injured my knee in grade 8 and nothing had been done about it because nobody believed me that I hurt my knee.
You're a pathological liar.
Yeah, apparently. And so like what had actually happened to my knee was I chipped off a piece of my kneecap.
That's
and
right.
It kept locking
It was like
up.
floating around in there, right?
Yeah, and it would float over and like lock my knee in place like a little like a linchpin
Yeah,
thing.
like jam it in there, yeah.
And so I have to like manually like push it back in, and it was painful and it sucked. And I was running and I kept hurting. And I was like, and I yelled out how my knee a couple times. And I remember one of the big dudes is sitting there, and like they were sitting there and we were taking a break. He was like, yeah, some pussy out there's going like, oh my knee, oh my knee. And he's like, so what are you doing? He's like, you hurt yourself? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what'd you hurt? And I'm like, my ankle. Well, it was just like I couldn't do it. It was our first day of high school.
First day. I was terrified.
Yeah, like
they were huge and they were like the biggest assholes in the world.
Yeah,
and I was like, wow, could you make this any more intimidating?
Yeah.
That guy hates the song so much that he just fell over.
And a kid we went to high school.
No shoving.
Yeah. And another kid, a little skinny little guy that we went to high school with, he's signing up on the same day and he goes, which guy kills the quarterback? And like he's acting all tough.
I remember that.
And I was just like, don't make this any worse on yourself. You're not going to be.
Dude, what the frick? Look at her.
You're not going to make the team much less.
Oh, there he is.
Was that Andy Dick?
Yes. Harry Krishna. That guy comes back. Keep your eye on that guy.
Yeah.
And of course he has to be like the what do you call it? Whoop.
Yeah.
There is the sound effects going, wasn't there? Right? Like.
Yeah, but it's through the music. It's not like.
Yeah. Whoop. Just for laughs, gags. They should do the zombie mall. Oh my God, buddy.
Yeah.
This zombie's doing all right.
That
he's getting it figured
out.
He's
not a zombie. That was just. He's just.
That's old Zeke. He's always digging change out of the friggin' pond. He hasn't looked up yet. He has no idea this is happening.
He's the slow fella who's like the little brother of the manager of Penny's.
Exactly right. He's always in the get out of the fountain.
So that photo booth there, the zombies, as they were getting their makeup done and they came out, they went and they'd get their photos done in that photo booth. And they pried open the thing and took the sample photos out and put all the zombie photos in.
Oh, sweet.
Because when they shot this movie, this is at the Mansfield Mall in Mansfield, Pennsylvania.
So what?
Monroeville. Sorry,
off time.
Yeah. Well, what they did, is the mall would close. It was
that place looks like a wicked place to have a steak and have a beer, man.
Yeah. So the mall closes around 9:00. They get started at 10 p.m.
Right.
So they're prior to the mall closing, they're in makeup or doing whatever else, right? And so they'd be in there from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. They wanted to do later. They wanted to work till 8 a.m., but at 6 a.m., this god-awful, music would come on, except the real stuff.
Right.
It would come on at 6, and nobody knew how to shut it off. So
it's built into the system, man.
That was it. Couldn't ask anybody.
Nobody could figure it out.
And so basically...
They built the mall, and that music started.
Yeah.
They're what?
So they lost 2 hours a day because they couldn't figure out how to turn off the music.
Just keep it.
But I mean,
because it's explainable.
Yeah, but it's just interesting because this is a legit open mall right now.
It looks it. That's for sure.
They shot all night.
It's mall still there?
Yeah, it's still there. It's now now I was saying it was one of the largest in America at the time.
No,
it's now
it's
completely insignificant.
It's it's just a mall. Here. It's just a mall. Oh, this guy made it in. Mm-hmm. This is like Black Friday.
Yeah.
So holy jeez, the security guard gets his gun stolen. Where's the Nintendo Switches?
So this was the Monroe, just to reiterate, this is the Monroeville Mall. Not
Monroeville.
I said Mansfield first.
Buddy got a gun.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like
look at him. Yeah. He's still looking at it.
I feel like that should have come into play at some point. When the guys come later or something like that.
He's shooting at him or something.
Yeah, he's
I was going to say later on in Day of the Dead, he's out there shooting at them. Or maybe 15 later, because they're way later, the zombies started learning.
Yes.
That one zombie was getting smart in that one.
Day of the Dead.
No, not Day of the Dead, but that one too.
Bob.
He was starting to... learn things, which I don't agree with. I think your brain is starting to break down.
If anything, it's getting worse and worse over time.
Yeah, but no, I mean in the later one, that new one with Dennis Hopper in it, there was that one zombie who was figuring out how to make things, and he was always like, "I'm after you. I'm the main zombie."
Yeah, he led them across the wall. Yeah,
and I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy? What the hell?" Like he's getting get rid of the mannequins, bro. For real.
Oh, that would be the first thing I did.
Oh fuck yeah!
Every mannequin would have been dumped over the side, Royal Rumble style. That's how you get eliminated in the Royal Rumble.
I'd close on him right over the counter there. Nice wagon.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Just having a free. This is like free. Imagine that. Imagine you like worked at that mall and the movie came out and you brought like your family to see it. And they're like, yeah, this is where I work.
Yeah,
and there's zombies.
Zombies. Of course you can exchange.
Oh my god, zombie exchange. This one's just not working out. I don't know.
He gave himself a yellow belt.
Oh, nice. Picked up a new belt.
So there's an interesting little theory.
That is very unsafe at the mall.
No, but here's the thing. There are now little rubber bumps at the bottom of the escalator things. Right. And it is widely believed that that specific scene is the reason why they exist.
Seriously, from this movie this...
Yeah, they saw this and it came out in the theaters and malls were new and they're like, well, we can't have this. So they put, like, we can't have people doing that. So they put those nubs on.
No way.
Now,
that was a good piece of trivia right there, too.
Now, that's not substantiated, but that's believed.
I believe that to be substantiatious.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something. Also, if
always first quality.
Yeah, if you listen every now and again, you might hear a voice on the PA where it'll say like "attention shoppers" or something like that. That is George Romero's wife.
Attention shoppers.
Yeah, that's Christine Forrest is Romero's wife, and you'll hear like I think a couple quick times throughout the thing. I like that everybody uses their guns as pointers in this. It's it's like Homer Simpson in the NRA episode. Where he's just like using his gun to shoot
like everything,
the lid off the pop or the beer, whatever.
It's the NRA for you. Come to Papa, baby.
Yeah. They suspended shooting in the mall over Christmas because that's when they put up all their decorations, and they literally would have had to take down every decoration, shoot, and put every decoration back where they found it before shooting. So
nice.
they would have
It seems like they're pretty respectable about the whole.
Well, yeah.
Although the mall gets pretty wrecked up in the end.
Yeah, but I mean...
Well, they probably just made a deal where we'll fix it.
Yeah, that's all it was, right? It's just... it's
probably good for the mall, regardless, even if the side's blown out or something. You can be like, they just filmed a movie here. Well, let's go to the mall. And,
and keeping in mind that they're doing, when they shoot, right, you're doing like a little chunk at a time, so it was probably nothing for them to get it back to normal before.
You think about having that kind of a lax schedule in a movie now.
It's
with
impossible.
All the money and we'll just stop for a couple weeks during winter to let's shoot, come back later.
They had a shorter work day than I have.
That's amazing.
And when is that ever in a movie?
Right.
Like I was like, you hear about like 16-hour days. And
sounds awful, to be honest.
10 hours. Oh, it's there's
Jennifer Lawrence halfway through the day. You're like, this movie industry is not worth it.
Well, there's a famous saying that you act for free, you get paid for waiting.
Right.
Right, that's what you're being paid for.
It's a good quote. Who said that? Betty White.
No, it was Hitler. Hitler said that.
On point. He was on point on that one.
Yeah, he had some good things to say. None of it about the whole like master race thing. But he really knew his filmmaking
because he had a lot of good things to say. Then when you're throwing shit like that,
yeah. Now you're just crazying up you're just gunking up the mix.
Oh, hey buddy, look at this guy.
Mm-hmm. Nobody knew how to be a zombie.
He's still missing. I know they're not very good. You think that when you start the zombie genre, you'd maybe tell them what to do, but it was just like, go after him, be a zombie. Because some of them were like, like you see their face,
Well, I like now you have the zombie walks and stuff like that people organize.
I don't like when they put their arms out.
No,
like
but
whole.
Oh, that's the kill. Yeah,
like the Frankenstein kind of.
At first, I kind of understood it because it's like a matter of keeping balance or something like that. But that's not how they're using it. Like they're just using it as exactly like you say, like a Frankenstein. At least I'm just reaching out.
Look at this guy. Could be a wave. You know, who's a good zombie man? Aaron.
Yeah,
he was great. He'd make a great zombie in a movie. Yeah, he was awesome.
A friend of ours from back in the day. He had a great walk.
Yeah, he'd knock into things and fall over too, like a zombie would. Oh, it was great. It looked like it hurt too, man.
Yeah, he's our age though, so he's probably like that. No,
that's probably feeling it now.
Yeah,
he's like, man, being that zombie. Oh, it really took it at me. My knees got zombie knee.
There was Todd will attest to this. There was literally a time I was at his house and he was on the phone with somebody while I was just rolling down his stairs. Remember
Oh,
we were shooting something where I had to fall down the stairs,
Yes.
and I was trying to figure out how to do it. So I fell
rolling
down
the stairs a couple times.
I fell down the stairs a bunch of times in a row, and it was just like, and that was exactly the conversation. It was just like, what was, and he's like, what's that? And he's like, oh yeah, just a guy going down the stairs.
Yeah, no big deal. Look at this guy.
Yeah. So that
look like he like married with children or something when he falls off the roof.
I know.
There he is. There's a Hare Krishna. That's it. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, you had a few guys who were like the lead zombies who were in a lot of scenes.
yeah.
That was awful.
That was completely awful.
That was a terrible jump cut. But
this guy, just get off me already.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I like how he cheers him on. Yeah, you can do it.
Not a very long run. He's at a gas already.
Yeah, he is very much treated like a retarded stepbrother in this movie, and then he really gets it. So he's totally Andy Dick. You cannot tell me he's not.
Oh my lord, the old Brown Derby's really getting the biz
Stinkery
here.
love pub.
Love pub. You will not. Oh, pop, little pop to the face, jab, jab.
Yeah, like I guess you want to punch a few, but what if you broke your hand?
That's exactly what I was going to say. If you punch a zombie in the mouth,
yeah,
and you cut your hand, would their saliva get you?
Yeah. Well, because that's the thing. I mean, they don't really play that up in these zombie movies, but in the zombie, like in other zombie movies, when getting bit is the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like then
scratch
then
too.
Anything,
you get a scratch
because you don't necessarily get.
See, so you take the fucking mannequins out.
You don't get turned from.
It took him a minute to realize like what is happening here.
Yeah, yeah. You don't get turned from being bitten. You die because you get infected from the stuff, and then the infection is what brings you back to life. Or in Walking Dead's case, you're already infected, so even if you die of natural causes, you come back.
Does that happen in this one too? Where when you die, regardless, you're coming... Oh, yeah, here we go.
Blood pool.
I don't think the blood is that bad.
It's not that bad, but it's very red, and it comes off way redder on that blue skin.
Right.
So it's like if he had like a normal colored skin or like a different kind of. So why didn't he just do it again?
I thought he was gonna do it too. I thought it was gonna be like his thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing it.
No, fine, okay. It was a couple close calls in there. It was on sale. Everything's on sale, man. During the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. After Christmas clearance.
Oh, they're doing it.
Look at that kid.
Hey, there's a new one there. Did you see the one? She didn't look like she was.
See, look at him laugh now. He looks like, actually, speaking of. Yeah. Hey, do you want to yell too with us? You could just.
What if you have sex with a zombie, but you wear a condom?
That's fine.
All right, cool.
That's fine. Just don't get a toothy blowjob.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna knock him out first. That's how I like him. Gummy.
Like those walks are terrible.
The piercing. I know. Look at this. Terrible.
And no zombies.
That guy's not even trying. Look at this guy. See, they're all doing. Look at it. They're all doing the kind of.
Yeah. No zombies are walking stairs. By the way, they're all falling down the stairs. You get stuntmen.
You're not even getting paid. You're gonna fall down the stairs.
Yeah, that's a problem with this movie, though. Actually, there are no stuntmen in this movie. They couldn't afford a proper stunt crew, so most of the stunts are done by Tom Savini and his assistant.
I love that.
They were just
That's how you make a movie, man.
They were just like, we'll do it. Like, they just volunteered themselves. Because Tom Savini's not like the lead makeup guy. He's the makeup special effects guy.
Right.
So he's the guy who does like the applied, like probably he's the guy
head
who did
blowing
like
up
the head blowing up and the things, but he didn't do the makeup per se.
He did the present. The head blows apart. Yeah.
He did the gags, as they say in the
gags.
I like their carpet world back there.
Oh, I like that. Looks nice, man. I mean, I would just really redo the place.
Like, get him to the Greek. I just go touch the fuzzy wall.
Just touch the wall. I would make a suit of that.
Yeah.
Very warm, very comfortable, very static.
See, I'd be all about armor. It was a good thing they did in The Walking Dead.
That was a great idea.
With all the riot
and when
gear.
he gave that up, man, I was like, why would you ever? You know, they did it because he needed to be like vulnerable.
Yeah, you have to be in danger, otherwise it's boring. Like if they go out and like everything's gonna be cool all the time.
I always wanted to see too, because I remember I was talking before in the mini-sode where like I want to see a movie where they're kind of all the situations are incorporated. Maybe like I'm not really like the biggest fan of The Walking Dead. I liked it in the beginning, but it's like it's always the same thing to me personally.
And that's the
don't trust humans. Humans are worse than the zombies, and it's always some, you know, like the governor or a fucking baseball bat guy, or like I want like, you know, the zombies.
Admiral baseball bat.
Some people are stuck. Some people are running around loose in the city. Yeah. You know, and you can get all different types of scenarios. I was going somewhere with that, but fuck, who cares? It was for a zombie movie idea.
Yeah. What do you got?
Oh, he's picking it out here.
Yeah, I like that. See, this is what I like about the mall, though, is especially for a movie, like maybe like as a practical idea, whatever.
Right.
But for a movie, you have every reason to have everything. You don't have to like think about logic of, oh, how'd they get access to so many tools? There's a tool store.
There's a tool store.
You know, there's like the
and it's America too.
Yeah.
We'd be like, what are we going to use? We don't have like the gun store unless I think you can buy them at the Bass Pro Shop maybe, but then it's a rifle. This is like you go into the corner store and just pick up anything.
But we can get endless like hatchets and stuff like that. Like we're safe.
Yeah, we'll be all right. A big tree branch.
Yeah, reusable too. You don't have to worry about.
I'm gonna use. Yeah, you know what? Up north would be great too because you can make your whole place into like a fortress.
Yeah,
but one little entrance way to get in. The rest spikes and pits and woo woo subsonic noises. Woo woo. You know, like that thing that woo, and it's like a ghost. Woo,
oh,
you know, when you like go walk past it at Halloween.
I'm just staring at Todd's hand, and it looks like he's just juggling nuts right now.
Yeah, teabag.
That's all right. I'm on
She's
board.
flipping.
Yeah.
What's her problem? She hates this color. The wall's moving big time. Look at it.
Yeah.
Is this Hare Krishna coming in?
Yeah. She just lost a strength fight to a zombie.
Oh, it's time.
See, and the other thing too about this one, they think about a lot of things. Like he's already planning out. Like he sees that entrance to the hallway, and he's like, "Well, that's not the safe
problem."
Thing. And it's brilliant. Like they
Harry, look, he's got the tambourine going still.
Yeah. They set themselves up to basically like be very safe here for a long time if they wanted to be.
You're right. They're pretty smart. Pretty smart in this one. I was gonna stick a red hot flare right up his ass.
Yeah, I guess that'll help.
Although I gotta tell you, man, the gore in The Walking Dead, the zombies in The Walking Dead are the best zombies I have ever seen.
Oh, so good.
That one in the first season, in the very first episode, it's like just a torso.
Yes.
Crawling through the field. I was like, whoa, man.
And they get those the one that was in the well. That was all like,
and he falls apart. Yeah, when they pull him out because he's all.
They did a great one this season. It was kind of like a gladiator one. They would test people and they would throw them in with this one zombie, and it had like spikes all through him. So like he had like big like giant like railroad spikes and stuff all through him, and he was like all sharp and you couldn't get close to him, and he had a helmet on that was like all like stuck into him, so you couldn't just like stick a knife through his head. And
it's
I was
like a boss battle.
Yeah, it was very
like a zombie
much,
game.
It was very much a boss battle.
You just reminded me. What I was going to say before was I always wanted to see one guy who had a shit ton of armor on, but was trapped underneath all these zombies that were trying to get to him. You're like, help me! Like he's in like some old medieval armor, right? And they're just drooling on him through the piece. You know what I mean? Like, oh god. What if you get their drool in your mouth?
What?
You change?
I don't know.
Now what if they're throwing up on you?
Well, I've never seen a zombie throw up, so let's just go ahead and assume that's going to be fine.
But if they scratch you and stuff, their own saliva is probably pretty contagious.
I would say scratch. You could probably clean it and be okay.
Right.
Bite gets bad because bite goes in. Like scratch is really surface. A bite gets the saliva into you. Whereas if you just drool on you.
Maybe if they're drooling on you, you'd be okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's go the same rules for AIDS as zombies.
Okay.
If they're drooling into your open wounds and they've got like bloody gums, you might have a problem.
Can probably handle it.
Yeah. We'll be
bleeding gums.
So speaking of everybody has AIDS, this movie almost got an X rating.
That's right. Yes, you were saying,
So they were threatening the X rating.
Ooh, that's bad.
They negotiated it down to a no rating.
To half an X.
Yeah. So it's like
weird.
A crooked C.
Yeah, like what the hell?
No, it was, they negotiated it down to being not rated, and they put in the trailer and on the poster and stuff saying that there is no sexual stuff in this, but it is not. Like people under 17 wouldn't be admitted.
Right.
So it was basically, that was their way of saying.
Don't worry, it's just violence, not sex.
Yeah, that was our way of saying, their way of saying it's rated R to us.
Who I like that he's still pouring it into a glass. At this point in time, I'd just be like, cap off. Don't need this anymore. Entire bottle down.
Glug glug glug. Now they're just that's basically what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He kind of looks like the dude, the buddy in the front here. Kind of reminds me of like Steve Carell or something.
He has that kind of look.
Yeah, he's got that.
Did you see on Colbert? Again, we're doing like this well ahead of time.
Man.
But Colbert this week, they just did a thing where they celebrated his 20th anniversary of joining the Daily Show. So we had Jon Stewart,
nice,
Samantha Bee, Ed Helms, John Oliver, Rob Corddry. All came on the show. Oh my God,
I miss Rob Corddry so bad.
And they all came on the show and they were there together and they invited Steve Carell, but Steve Carell was shooting a movie and couldn't get out of it. So
I haven't seen Steve Carell in a while either.
Yeah, well, he's always working, but he's always on these kind of vague things. Right. And then it comes out and it's like, but then some of them aren't, like The Big Short or something like that. Right. That's the thing.
Seems like he does a lot of passion projects kind of thing, right? Little low-key ones.
And Foxcatcher and things like that. Like, it's things that aren't drawing the huge attention, but they're getting attention after the fact. Like, it's just, you feel like people disappear into the abyss if you don't hear about them constantly. It's like, this is going to be the biggest movie ever. It was the biggest movie ever.
You know, they never show what happens in the other countries as well. Why don't we get an American-made like zombie movie that takes place over in Japan or something?
No, I would like to think,
because when you watch the ones they make, it's like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah, I would like to think. Yeah, it's all like, The Ring happened.
Or like that one where like I don't know what I was watching it on like Omni TV 18, and they were like hopping like bunnies.
Yeah,
and everyone was like beep boop. And
then just disappear.
Or like he falls to the floor and then they use rewind and then he's under the bed and I was like, what the fuck is happening here?
I like to think that nothing is happening anywhere else. This continent has been taken over by zombies, but you go over and in England it's just business as usual.
And the zombies are really getting on there and they're across the pod there.
And they're like, we should go help them, but they're like, we can't. We land and then one of our guys gets bit, flies back. Now all of a sudden we've got it over here. We just have to leave it
there until zombie boat reaches the shore.
Exactly.
Which will happen. Yeah, that would be the very end of the movie.
Yeah.
You'll see some old tanker roll up and some zombie captain will sit up.
Yeah. Galen Ross here. She refused, I guess there were some scenes where she'd have like the big like horror girl screams and stuff. And she refused to scream in the movie because she wanted to be like a stronger character. And she's like, it's this, and she's like, the second a girl screams, they lose all of that.
Right.
So, and I tend to agree with that.
I can, you know what? I'd be all right with that as a director. I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that was basically what happened. He's like, he asked her to scream once. She explained that to him, and he never asked her again.
All right.
I like how many topless zombies there are. Like, there was a big fat dude rubbing his belly on the thing.
Think they always got the pucks. Here's the Canada. These are the Canadian ones that got stuck in America and then died.
Very polite to each other.
Yeah.
That skating rink's no longer in that mall. That's where the food court is now. If you're going to, I want
to go to this mall.
Yeah, it would be.
Do they have like tours, like movie tours, where you kind of tour around and you go to the mall of this, and then
it probably looks nothing like that anymore.
Where Norman, I know, but still the mall, right? You go to Norman Bates' house or something, or Bates Motel, or
I don't know, to be honest with you.
You know, the place where Jason. You go to Camp Crystal Lake.
See, another topless zombie.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I like this guy.
Hey, is that Francis Ford Coppola?
He looks a lot like him, eh? I like him a lot. He's like, I feel like there should have been a movie, like they should have made a movie about this guy's go. Yeah, like a prequel thing, like him discovering all this information, like a la Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
They got a lot of trucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I like.
She's pretty much been inconsolable for a while now. She's like been up in the room. Like the guys are out there having fun. Oh, this guy's like, jeez.
She's going out through some stuff. I like that channel. That TV had one channel, and it was channel 10.
Good old cable 10.
Like it was like there were no other channels on the dial. It just said 10, and then I guess you just had to.
You
count
don't
from
even
there.
turn it. The dial's just on there, and they only get 10.
You get 10. That's what you get.
The dial's the illusion of choice.
The Zenith only 10.
I'd say that was a good model, man.
Did you ever see the zombie episode of Community?
I have not.
Oh, so good. He basically feeds them all. Like he buys his food from a surplus store for their Halloween party.
Right.
And it ends up being this, he's like, your taco meat was bad. And then he like says in the front, he's like, if found, Tango Alpha Zeta 55. And he's like, sounds delicious. And then all of a sudden like the army shows up and then they're like, they have to corner everybody off because they all turn into zombies.
Right.
And then everybody has to, and then like they have to try and like survive and like get everybody's fever down.
Like at the school, right?
Yeah. It was really funny.
That's a good show.
It was really funny. I know I mention it all the fucking
Tacos,
time,
man. They
but-
turned me into fucking zombies, too. Taco Tuesday. Woo, yeah.
Yeah, it turns me into a toilet zombie.
I had, is it racist, like, to eat tacos on Cinco de Mayo?
No.
Because, like, I squeezed in some tacos. I was like, it's Cinco de Mayo. That's a reason for my late night gluttony.
If that's the whole thing, if that's the whole reason, maybe it's racist. But I don't think that, like, just eating it on...
Like, I hate tacos. I shovel damn Mexico. Just kept shoving it in.
Yeah, you've just got, like, a piñata and this... These zombies. These guys all have really bulgy eyes except Roger.
Man. That's a George A. Romero staple.
This guy, and I kind of get it because she's being really kind of a bitch.
That's his old lady or what?
Yeah, they're dating.
Right.
But like literally she asked to be part of the plans and all that, and they're like, yep, fair enough. And then he's like, God damn it. Like, it was just like,
how can they put a woman in there?
And then he got the gun. She got the gun, and then because maybe I'll be able to use it, like figure out how to use it, because he's been missing like crazy.
Oh, she threw him some shade.
Yeah,
She shaded him out.
Yeah.
I hope somebody cleaned up the wiper blade of that fucking thing. There's zombie blood flying around.
Yeah.
Every time you turn the blade on, it looks like a bloody sprinkler.
That's how the rest of the disease spread.
They don't even know it.
It's going like spores all over the place.
Is that my mom?
But again, this is just them planning. It's a small group of them constantly thinking of ideas, not just like, let's just hole up and we'll
stay
be good.
here. Like, let's make them all safe.
Yeah, let's turn this place into a fortress.
Smart idea. BP.
Yeah. I wonder if that's the
real company.
Is that British Petroleum?
Yeah, like
or is that just like
because they're all the same trucks? So like this company must have been cool with them, like using the trucks or something.
Yeah.
Big Papa.
But this music, so again, this is Dario Argento's band, The Goblins, doing, and this is the most.
Sounds like something out of Stripes or something.
This is the most garbage music for a zombie movie I've ever heard. It's unacceptably bad.
Because you don't know, right?
Yeah,
These guys are zombie dudes. They make horror. They know the sound of horror, and that is it.
Yeah, that I guess we'd have to go through it to understand. So all of this chatter is just them. Just
talking to themselves.
It's all but yeah, that too. But all their sides, they were talking off of each other, but then they shot their own thing by themselves. But it was all improvised. They just were like, it was basically just them making fun of one guy being too tall, one guy being too small, which actually was a reason Ken Foree was not going to be put in this because of Scott Reniger.
The A&P.
Yeah, Scott Reniger was not going to be cast in this because Ken Foree had already been cast and he's so tall.
Right.
And then Scott Reniger's like 1.5 feet shorter than him, so they didn't want such like a height disparity between like the two guys, but they just kind of let it go because here it is, right?
You think like would you be embarrassed if you were like the pantsless zombie?
No.
Like just pants dangling.
You know what I would give to be a zombie in one of these movies, man? Like, holy crap. Like, what was it? Was it Land of the Dead where
it was in Toronto.
No, but Nick Frost and Simon Pegg got to be zombies in it.
Nice face.
I'm pretty sure it was Land of the Dead where they got invited to be zombies because it was after Shaun of the Dead came out.
Right.
Or whatever.
Good old Edgar Wright.
Mm-hmm.
This new one's supposed to be good.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what's called, about a getaway driver or something.
Oh yeah. If it's not Ant-Man, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Whatever.
The new and improved.
Yeah, my own Ant-Man. It's like what they're doing with that Jungle Book. The Jungle Book movie came out, did well, and then they're like, and somebody else. Well, they're making a sequel, and then another group of people. Yeah, don't ask me. And it was because it did well, and Jon Favreau's doing it, and the whole cast is back. But then there's another group of people making another Jungle Book movie with another big cast.
What could the sequel be? What happens in the end? He wins. Mowgli's the man, right?
Yeah. Well, it's like
more shit can happen. A new bad guy comes.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, hippo.
Animated. Yeah, that'd be all right, eh?
Hippos are dangerous, man.
They're the most dangerous.
Keep an eye out.
A lot of plaid in this movie, man.
It's because like
a lot of lumberjacks. Well, cold out.
Because nobody ever has white plastic marbles on them to like fend them off.
Right.
We're hungry, and chicken.
Yo, did you see this thing? I saw it on Facebook. It's like a projection, and you can put like out your window ghosts, and like it looks wicked.
Oh, really?
You should see this fucking thing.
I should.
It's like the perfect thing. And like some of them are like, it'll make it look like your TV. You can do it on your TV, and it's like somebody's in the TV trying to get out, and you can do every window. But the things are really good. Like one of them is you can. Some of them are so good that it's in your house.
Oh, really?
Like there's a ghost walking down the hallway. It looks fucking awesome.
I gotta look that up. That sounds amazing.
Oh, it looks wicked, man.
I was looking at there was a.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that would be terrifying.
She looks like she's a pretty girl.
Yeah, was.
Oh fuck. I said is.
Okay. Yeah, somebody wants to get his hump on.
I'm not gonna, ladies. Hey, zombie ladies, man. I'm not judging. I'll be there for you.
Oh, the zombie ladies. Oh, the zombie. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
So put your hands out. Not up, just out.
Yes. So that's how they walk. Yeah. But, yeah, I was at one of those Halloween store, like those seasonal ones. Ooh. And they had some great
like Spirit.
Yeah, but they had some great effects things. Like it was a TV, and you turn it on, and like nothing comes on the TV, but a face like pushes through the screen.
Right, like Freddy through the wall or something, right? Ooh.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like some of the effects.
I wish you think something like you're in the business. That was
Why did
good.
he open his mouth? For that?
He's trying to. Oh, he's got on his lip.
It really tells you. It tells you a little something about his lifestyle. That when fluids are spraying at him, he opens his mouth.
Like into what? When fluids come flying at me, I instinctually bend over and rip open my butt cheeks.
Yeah. Go.
And yell, "Get in there!" Yeah. See, he got some blood in his eye because in 28 Days Later, Buddy got it right in his eye, and like 15 seconds later, he was turned.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I like that the first hole didn't bleed. I'm guessing that was a mistake, but
it's because when he shot the next one, it diverted out that one. That's what happens.
So it's funny because he's like the one they hired him specifically because he looked like the cool character kind of thing. But they made that on purpose, like because now he's the only one who goes into madness.
Somebody's got to lose it. I don't know how I do either. Look at him. Oh, jeez.
I don't know. I feel like I'm
on there. Yeah, who would you be in this zombie
I feel like
apocalypse?
I'm the we just gotta survive. Like I can go for it. Like in the Dawn of the Dead remake, I'm the guy who just is the I don't know the actor's name.
Right.
But he's just the one who's just like this is what we need to do.
Yeah.
He's leader-ish. Like he's just like, here's my ideas. Let's work together. Let's get it done. I'm not gonna freak out. I've got it all together. like that's who I am.
Right.
I don't have any specific training or anything like that.
Yeah, I think I'd be the guy who died, like doing something stupid but noble. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Nice. Like I think I'd do something. I just can picture. Like in 20 Days Later when he runs into the room and his wife is there and you got to make a split-second decision. Do you walk over to your wife and die with her, or do you run? I'm probably going to go towards my wife and then die horribly and stupidly.
Good. Nice.
I don't blame him for running.
No.
Because, they had her.
Yeah.
They had her, man.
Yeah. You got, it's, and again,
it
all depends on your situation, right? You might have kids to protect on top of that.
You're right, exactly, right?
It's all good. I give it up for them being able to back up these trucks so easily.
I know, I was going to say both of them, thankfully, they can drive a truck.
Yeah. It is
Good idea.
It's a notoriously difficult job. And they're doing it expertly.
Watch out, buddy. Whoa, you know what?
What?
That girl that tried to get in the truck was just an old lot lizard. Just a zombie lot lizard, because they're all doing what they remember. So she was trying to give him a Hummer in the fucking truck, man. Maybe he'll buy her a tuna sandwich.
They should all be able to say one word that's the most important to her, and she goes, Roadhead.
Exactly. Send more cops. Send more paramedics. Look at all these blue faces.
Yeah. Oh. Again,
She misses, accidentally blows his leg off.
That would have been amazing. I would have a lot of leather on. I think what I would do is like a hard. Oh, you know what would be good? You know those motorcycle jackets they have now, where it's got the armor plating underneath it, but it's really good.
For if you fall or something, right? You can just kind of go on your forearms and ride the lightning.
But it's not. They've got them on your chest. They've got them on your back. They've got them everywhere. Oh my god!
It's the material that Buddy went in Christmas Vacation down the hill.
Yeah.
So if you hit the road, you're not stopping until the next town.
Or just a full-on thing of chainmail. But a hole for my dick to
something like that. Fuck it, hey, man.
I want to be able to whip my dong out on command.
Piss on zombies.
Yeah.
piss right on them.
I would piss on zombies. That's another thing they never do is you never really see it. I mean, there's sometimes people
zombies
allude to it
going
and
to the
stuff.
bathroom.
No, not that.
Oh.
But the idea of like hunting zombies is
Right.
like every day go out and kill 5.
Kill some zombies.
As like, you know, don't put yourself in any danger. Like
Right.
if you can't make your quota, so be it type thing. But if there are ones out in the open, you kill them.
Make it up another day.
Yeah, kill them, and the attempt is to kill them quietly so as not to draw new ones. And eventually, if every group was doing that, because if you picture in like Walking Dead or even in this, like there are groups all over the place. And if everybody was surviving on their own and were able to take a few out at a time, eventually you'd win out. It would be slow.
Yeah, there's so. Damn it, buddy.
You bit. And I like that his revenge is to punch him
Yeah,
in
but
the
there's
face.
so many more zombies, so like that would work. But then also, you know, you got the bad guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of the dudes that they're maniacs and they just
Yeah.
want to be maniacs, and now they're allowed to be maniacs.
Yeah. But see, and I like to think, and again, that looks
Oh,
like
there's
any
Buddy
polar-
with the gun.
Yeah. I'd like to think that they're like, you know, some bad times have brought people together pretty well.
Yes. Well, you know, there's going to be people that go the opposite way, the good and the bad.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I feel like the people who are the crazies and that would be in the minority. Like, I mean, you'd have people
There'd
who
be
can't.
more people looking out for each other than there would be that one guy that will just.
And I feel like we would just.
I'm so hungry, I'll kill all
Yeah.
of you, and then.
Yeah, I feel like as a rule, you would just allow that to occur. You know, like,
well, no, it's like the same thing. That, like not the same thing, but you know, they show pictures of 9/11 and stuff, and there's this one awesome picture of like, and apparently it's for real. It's like the dude's like a real gangster, like a pimp, like gangster guy, and standing next to him is like one of Wall Street's like finest.
Yeah,
you know, and they're both standing there like holy fuck, like, and the same thing would most likely happen in his eye. You're right.
It's like the volcano ending.
Right.
We're all together.
Look at all their faces. I was like, you could have just cut to that 5 minutes in. It would have saved me a lot of trouble here.
Yeah.
Oh,
we get it. Don't be racist because of volcanoes.
Exactly. You know, do you think there's time after being bit to chop your arm off? Like if he had the wherewithal and the balls, the moment he got bit, do you think you could chop it?
I would think that it's possible. They didn't have something to chop with.
No, at the moment, but I'm thinking if you did, you had a big machete on you, you had the balls, you could just boom.
Yeah. Well, when you know that it's between that and survival, this is the only store they go into that's not actually in the mall. They had to shoot this in a gun shop somewhere else.
That's funny you said, because I was wondering about that. It's believable because it's America.
Mm-hmm.
And now the mall has the gun store.
Yeah.
I don't know if the mall does in America. I don't know.
No.
I think you still have to go to the Walmart or...
Yeah. But yeah, it's they just basically just did some cutting to just make it seem like this was
it looks pretty good to me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's really simple. I like that it's weird, like, jungle chants is the music that plays in their store.
As if you walked into, like, the African gun store. Like, there's, like, big ivory tusks in the background. And
yeah, I think that was honestly just their way of going, these guns are for hunting, not murdering.
Right. If you're the animal sense. Well, they're selling hamburgers and stuff, too. I like the sign. The old, like, at the bowling alley when you go get a fucking hamburger.
Nice.
Watch, they'll show it again in the next one.
I love that line. He's got all the best lines in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's also got the, like, when the dead, when there's no room left in hell, the dead walk the earth. Which he also says again in the remake. Because he's like the priest or whatever on TV.
Sweet line.
It's a great line, and he got to say it twice.
It looks good on a t-shirt.
I love the arming up scene. It's also
montage. It's a zombie killing. It's
my favorite.
Montage.
My favorite scene in Phantasm 2 is the arming, like the getting armed.
We haven't watched a Phantasm, have we?
We have not watched a Phantasm.
Boy.
Ooh,
what kind of gun belt would you like? Shotgun? Are you guys shotgun guy?
I need a bandolier.
Like a rifle?
Whatever takes bandolier bullets.
Is that?
It would be a shotgun.
With a big knife at the end?
No, that's a bayonet.
Bayonet.
The bandolier is the thing you wear across, like, which they are all
they have, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to be a shotgun guy? Rifles? I want 2 pistols.
No, because if you're holding 2 pistols, you can't aim properly with either of them, and you're not going to shoot.
You've seen El Mariachi? Come on.
Yes. Only John Woo people and Robert Rodriguez people can shoot like that.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. You need something that you can shoot a lot of bullets without having to reload. right?
True. Oh, that was a
So
big old,
I-
looked
like-
like a big hunk of salami came flying out of his head.
Any gun they used in the Terminator would work then, because you never
Okay,
reloaded
like
any
a
of
mini
those
gun.
guns.
You just rip up, just turn them into fucking paper mache. That big friggin' twisty one.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Like just wear like Jesse the Body's gun and the Predator.
You find a bunch of like what would they call the strips of bullets? Those aren't bandoliers.
Oh, like when they come out of like Rambo, fire it off in the big,
which you
the
feed
big
into
line.
when
yeah,
you feed into the minigun. I don't know what you call those long strips.
I don't know. Yeah,
Write in, let us know.
Yeah.
But
bullet strips.
Yeah, I want a minigun with an endless supply of those, so you can waste the entire thing per zombie.
yeah. Well, you're limited your perfect zombie little place here, eh? You got unlimited, like you unlocked unlimited bullets, like your fucking life hack.
Yeah, this is. I feel like this may have been the last movie where monsters feared fire, because that stopped being a thing after a certain point.
Yeah,
right?
zombies do not like fire. That's another one right there. Zombies do not like fire. I wouldn't like it either.
Fire bad.
Well, you think they just run right into it and then they just light on fire or get burned or but they don't
again,
like it. I like that though. They don't like it, man. It's too
but
hot.
again, they run on instinct. They wouldn't even think about it. They're just like, I want food.
Maybe the top layer of skin they can actually feel something, so they feel the heat.
That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing if you bitch slapped a zombie and you heard its feelings. You could see them just go like you could see them just taken down a notch.
What about like I always hate like that
punching zombies. It's every
like
time
the zombie punch, eh?
Well, you can hurt yourself just by punching them. You can break your hand.
Yeah, of course.
You could get it in their mouth. You could miss and get your arm broken. Punching a zombie is the dumbest thing in the world.
I'm really surprised that none of them have put any helmets on or anything. Like they got the sporting goods store. They got.
Yeah.
That would be my first thing to do, man.
Especially after one of your guys has been bitten twice.
Like I would have the whole thing. Which outfit you think would be the football? Maybe. You gotta have your neck and everything's got to be covered, man.
Yeah, well, football is going to be the closest to protect your entire neck. There's no real armor or padding that's going to do like from head to neck, like because you need to be able to. What about one of
those pillows you wear on a plane? You know what I mean? It goes around your neck. Yeah, that'll fucking do it.
I need to pick one of those up. I'm going to Vegas
next
month.
That'll get you, buddy. Look at. I love this.
Well, I mean,
it's like when you're out of bullets, you throw the gun at them.
He's intensely limited. He's been bitten twice.
Oh. What kind of a big squib? I wonder if that would give you a headache, man. That thing going off right on your head.
I'm certain it would. But you
got yeah, dig in, baby. Seconds.
That one was that would probably be the most painful. That one looked the most painful to me, even more than the bites.
Yeah, I think so too, because it's already hurting, right? And then they just
and now I'm just poking at it.
Oh, here's the nun. Here's the nun from The Conjuring.
See, again, they did her face, but not her legs. She had, unless that was like nylons or something, because she had perfectly like pink legs.
Oh, there goes Buddy.
So this movie, it's one of our few movies that has lower audience score than its actual original Rotten Tomatoes like critic score, but high for both. 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, 90% audience on Rotten Tomatoes.
Nice.
So.
There you go, buddy. Nice.
And again, it's because it was super original. Oh, dude, I cannot deal with it.
It sounds like something that you'd hear in like the action parts of like Logan's Run or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like one of those.
It sounds like what was it? The Great Escape or whatever it was.
Yes.
Like,
yes. That's exactly.
Yeah.
Like in the army is. Like they're finally, the plan is coming together and they're going to get out.
You could tell they had a gag there that they either didn't shoot or it just didn't look good because the guy's arm was stuck in the door and then you see him just force the door closed. So you know that arm broke off.
Right.
But
look at that lady. See that lady?
Yeah.
She was doing great. Good job, Grandma. We need somebody in the mall.
I feel like
now there's not enough people for them to push through. Great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea.
That's not a great idea.
Holy jeez, look at the big bruiser. That's the same kind of battery that powers my dildo.
Nice.
2 of them, really. I need a backup one.
Yeah. He's like, I can pound a new asshole anywhere in my body. It just like
creates
one that poop will come out of.
Damn right.
I like that kind of looks like a DeLorean.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, that car kind of looks like the DeLorean.
It kind of does look like a DeLorean. Oh, Baker's shoes.
It's just
free
a
advertisement, man. Oh, you're garbage.
Like, these places all look familiar in like older malls and stuff.
They do.
I mean,
I feel like I've been here.
Yeah, not that. Yeah, we've never been to this mall, but it's.
I think we've all been here in spirit.
Yeah, yes.
No license plate.
Well, it was inside. It's like a display thing. There's never a license plate on the cars inside the mall.
All right, you're right. The one you're gonna win. Nobody ever wins that fucking car.
Gotcha. I really misspelled a lot of things when I wrote my notes.
Oh,
I type it really
know.
fast, right?
Don't say it misspelled, and they won't know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to be honest with our fans.
Eddie writes his notes with his feet naked. Oh, hey-oh.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds.
Who's a baseball player?
I did like that in the remake where they're shooting shoot Burt Reynolds and they're picking celebrities.
That was fantastic. I didn't always agree though. He looked more like Geraldo Rivera. Like that was like we would have had a weird game. He looks like Jamie Kennedy.
Did this movie scare people back in the day?
Oh, I guarantee it. Guarantee it. They were like when you hear about the reaction to some of these movies. Like Exorcist being the best example. Is like people were throwing up in the audience and running, screaming, and blah blah blah. And what was it? It's a movie that's on Shudder right now. I can't remember the name of it. It's a Night Watch or something like that. It was very like War of the Worlds. It looked like a news broadcast of like it was
shit going down.
It was like an apocalypse style deal.
Night Watch. That's not the one by the guy, the crazy one.
No.
I think you're thinking a different. I'm thinking a different night. There was Day Watch, Night Watch by like Colin Trevorrow, and he did like
Baywatch.
Yeah, I wish. I don't know why I think that movie's gonna be friggin' terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, look at their handiwork. A good day at the mall. A good day's work.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't.
Hey. There was something. Oh, we just missed it. I wish we could go back or pause.
We don't
they had a shot where it looked like somebody was fucking around in a little grate in the middle of the fountain or something.
Oh, really?
Like a little continuity error or something.
Oh, we caught him.
This is a good idea.
Yeah.
Put up a fake wall, make it look like the.
See, and again, they think of everything, and literally, like he said, looters are going to come in eventually. He's like, they can just sit there and never be detected. I like that they're giving.
The good thing these are pretty handy guys.
I don't like the idea though, because she's like a newscaster. They have no. I would like to see some kind of thing that says, "Oh, I'm capable of doing this." Like Sarah Polley is a nurse in the remake,
right?
So she's fully capable of doing this.
Yeah, does she get her scene this way? She's kind of just holed up in the room there while the guys go out and play.
That it starts to come a little bit later, because
the shit hits the fan, baby.
Yeah. Because like she starts to learn how to like fly the helicopter and all
that
good stuff.
Oh man, you don't want to be that guy. You know what? I would have just blown my brains a long time ago. The moment that thing bit me, I'd be like, pow, fuck it. No, you know what? I go get a couple smokes, bottle of whiskey, and like in some of those zombie movies, I'd go out, I'd sit up on the roof, and I'd fucking just get loaded, smoke a pack of butts, and then right when you feel the change, jump the fuck off.
Was Ghost Watch the movie I was thinking about?
Ghost, okay, because Night Watch is a different.
Yeah,
it's that Russian guy who I think did Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
There you go.
Whipped it. Work over some whipped cream.
Look at that yellow shirt. That's the kind of yellow shirt that like Apollo Creed wore in Rocky 3 when they were like running on the beach.
That's the Apollo.
Together.
I'll take the Apollo. He walked into the store.
That was the gayest movie in the history of the world.
What, Rocky 3?
Rocky 3. Running on the beach, jumping up and down, and
hugging,
splashing, hugging each other.
Oh, yeah, the Russian dude. That was an awesome movie.
It was a wig. No, Russian dude was part 4. Mr. T was part 3.
Oh, part 3 was T?
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
We got to do a Rocky movie soon.
Oh, fuck. She's friggin' with Ralph, and she can't handle it anymore. It's a zombie baby. Yeah. That was a good thing in Dawn of the Dead, too, the zombie baby.
Well, I found it cheesy but fun, so...
Wouldn't it be a zombie baby, though, if she was a zombie?
It would be, but I was just, you saw it, and I was just like, it looked dumb. And I was just
the baby?
Like, yeah.
I loved it.
It was
awesome.
It looked kind of like a Cabbage Patch Kid that just fell in ink. It was just...
Zack Snyder, too, did the remake.
Yeah.
I love that Diane Lane, or... Lane story that you told before. Just tell it real quick. I was fucking
okay. I just retell the story. We told it a couple weeks ago. A few weeks ago now.
Not the new part you said today.
No, yeah, no. But yeah, it's. Did they ask Diane Lane if the Justice League movie was going to blow the Avengers out of the water, and her answer was just simply no.
She's honest.
And she said too, she's like, I'm sorry to disappoint you. She's like, I have to be honest. I was like,
oh my God. Why would they continue after the very first one? Why would they continue after Man of Steel? You know where this is going.
The investment is in. They had no.
You can't back out? Like, you must be able to be like, fuck this. We haven't started making the next movie yet.
You can back out, but I think that that they're still making money. They're not failing.
Oh no, they're making a shit ton. But then when the net, I guess
it's everyone
is it considered a success? Then it's going to make a shit ton of money. Of course.
Financially, if it makes money, nobody gives a shit if it was good or bad.
People actually liked it. I hear people saying like, "Oh, I liked Batman versus Superman." I'm like, "Are you on fucking drugs?"
Yeah.
Like, what the shit?
There were some people I disagree with them wholeheartedly, but that's just
that was quite possibly the worst thing I've ever seen.
I am also
look at you, take the money.
Yeah. I am also, like, what's the point? I would take it just to have it.
Oh, exactly.
But, like, it's completely useless.
Yeah, well, you never know. Life is gonna come back, and then oh, he just said it to you. You never know.
Yeah. Well, they said too, like, you ever see the show Revolution that it was on?
I don't think so.
It was like basically all the power goes out. That would not still be on. That would have been the spot in the other movie where the Down with the Sickness by Richard Cheese came on.
Yes.
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness.
You motherfucker.
Yeah.
She looks good.
What was I just saying? See, I get too distracted by actually watching the movie. But yeah, no, in Revolution, they like everything, because like literally just everything turns off one day, all the electricity. So anything that uses any kind of
I know what you're talking about. Yes, I got you.
It was actually quite good.
It was only one season, right?
It was 2 seasons, and then it was going to get picked up for third somewhere else, and then it just didn't.
But he hasn't changed it. I wonder how long it's been. It's taken a long fucking time.
Yeah, it's been. Well, I mean, I would say at this point it's probably been like a couple weeks.
Oh, cheese time. Breaking into the fucking canned goods.
See, like, then this is it, too. When you have access to groceries, go get all the perishable stuff and just friggin' mow it down, because it's going to be gone anyways, so you might as well use it, right? Gain 50 pounds.
You know what you got to get on the pop, too? That's going to go bad eventually. Mm-hmm. All that shit's going to go bad.
But not in Zombie Apocalypse, because, I mean, like, the gas never goes bad, and it does in real life. It turns into gel.
That's right. Where is the power coming from? Is it somewhere down inside the mall? They mention
a generator.
Because like the whole thing, you think that you'd shut off most of the lights.
Yeah.
Even so, then the people outside wouldn't be like, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think again, it's one of those things. I think they made mention of if you turn one thing on, it all comes on type thing.
Right.
I like these ideas too. He's like, he gives them the haircut, and it's just like. It's good. They're having a good life.
They're like gangbusters, man. They're getting along like gangbusters now, man. Right? That's fucking cheating, bro. That's like how I played Duck Hunt. Exactly. That fucking racing game.
You're like mushing it into the TV. It's like, I can't get it any closer, and I'm still losing.
Like
that video game looks like garbage.
I'm like, you better stop fucking laughing at me, dog. I'll shoot you if I had the opportunity.
Yeah.
Look at that friggin' racing game.
Look, see, I feel like he actually is a zombie through a portion of this. Like, look at his face and his like reaction to things, and that's the first Forza Horizon there, or whatever it's called. Yeah, exactly.
Jesus, these guys are good. So you hear some dog bark?
Yeah,
or something?
They all growl.
Well, how bored? Don't you think as a zombie, wouldn't you just could you just get bored? Be like, okay, fuck them all, man. We're not getting in.
Well, anything else would distract them. So, I mean, if somebody shot a gun like a couple miles away, they would
start walking that way.
But because there's so much noise coming. Oh, I love that he's wearing.
Just like Ghostface Killer.
I was thinking Dolomite just from the time. Yeah. Just from the time, because Ghostface Killer would have been like 8 when this came out. And I don't think he was so Ghostfacey as he was just like a little kid. Oh, what a great line. My granddaddy used to tell us. I do not know Macumba.
Yeah, you know Macumba?
Oh, it's voodoo.
Yeah, it's voodoo.
I know Santeria.
Oh, fuck. He knew.
Yeah.
Dad knew what was up. Dead will walk the earth.
I disagree.
Yeah. There's lots of room down there.
I like that the two people wearing the fur coats are the girl and the big black dude.
Hell yes.
I had a fur coat.
Oh, shit.
That Todd bought me.
Oh, hell yes.
He went to like, what was it, Value Village or whatever?
Value Village.
Yeah, sorry.
Or maybe not. I don't know what it was back in the day. It was it back? It was Value Village back then?
I don't, whatever it was. It
whatever
was some,
thrifty store it was.
And got me the most badass. It looked like kind of like a lamb wool, but I don't know. Like, it was hard to explain.
But a gangrel would wear.
But I wore it, and it was the hottest thing in the world. It was like
he means in the sense that he was so fucking sexy that it just was breaking up couples wherever he went. It was awful.
I stayed a virgin through the bulk of high school just because I was so sexy that people could not stand to be near me.
You're like the sexy Noah.
Yes.
Parting the sea. Like, he would walk, people would part and they would stare. That's him right there.
Most women would just fall backwards and their legs would open.
Sploosh.
Which I really shouldn't say, because now I know some of these people from high school still as moms and stuff like that. And it's just like, and
well, you can't picture half a license plate flying out covered in goop. Couple of fish heads. Fucking.
Oh no.
That's all I picture. I go through all these old school albums and I'm like, what fell out of her?
No, it's just they're such lovely people now, and it's just like everybody's just become adults, and it's like weird.
Well, yeah, they became lovely. I didn't.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah. I know who I am. They did a really good job. Like in this scene, it's not on. Todd's giving a finger to the camera, but the camera died already. It only lasts so long.
What the? Yeah, just like me. Just
Hello.
like my love life. It's got to end sometimes. That's not. Yeah. That doesn't necessarily mean it's short.
Yeah.
That's just, it's got to end.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Somebody would. But look at his, like,
Jesus, he's giving it right
the
here.
makeup that they've done is so subtle and good, like that he's fading now, and I like it a lot. And I like this idea of, I'm going to try to not come back. And like, I
wonder how Tom Savini felt when watching the movie for the first time and being like, oh, fuck, look at their blue faces. And seeing the very first frame of the movie and then being like, for fuck's sakes, like.
But I don't understand. Like, I feel like they could have easily.
I agree with
gotten
you.
On top. Yes,
of it. Yes.
Like you watch dailies. As a filmmaker, and they're like, "Ooh, I don't like the look of that. We're gonna do some reshoots."
Yeah.
Like, and it's simple, and it's just like
they're just like, no, we bought all the tubs of makeup.
Yeah.
Bulk.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not going back.
Yes, it's called Zombie Gray. I feel like.
Well, where are these guys at?
Genre, I don't know.
I wonder what happened to the it would be. I wonder what happened to the studio. In the beginning, was the studio being overrun by zombies or something? Or
wasn't being overrun by zombies. Is people were just trying to get the hell out.
Yeah, maybe they should have stayed.
Well, they got a better TV. It's the shitty one's next to him, and then they've got one that's actually got other channels. But this is the only thing that's going on.
Ooh, everybody be drinking.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, here's the sad part.
There we go.
Why'd they give him a gun?
Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case zombies. In case he wanted to do it himself.
Why would you, if you're wearing a...
the glasses and the eye patch?
If you're wearing an eye patch, why don't you get a monocle?
I know, right? But then how does that stay on? You're going to be always like squinting?
Yeah,
like
well, it's specific. It's the answer to why he's not wearing the glasses, but it's fun for me. It's fun for me to say. It's just how I feel.
How dare you? A monocle. I haven't seen a monocle in fucking forever.
I have 6. I wear one on each eye. I was like
the new
why don't you
Matrix
get glasses?
Shades?
Yeah, exactly. It's a steampunk Morpheus.
Still watching the tube, The zombie apocalypse. You can do anything in the world, and you're watching fucking TV.
I would have dumped him over the side Royal Rumble style, and just another weapon for outside should anybody else come.
Oh, he looks good there.
So he instantly he looks kind of like one of the dead guys when they go to get help in Beetlejuice.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Like he's one of the guys in line. Because he doesn't look like any other zombie. He's actually great. You could tell they made sure to make him look good.
Yeah.
Like the other guys, they slapped it
They
on. Probably just had like a paint roller.
Oh, yeah.
And just were
you had a big assembly line.
Yeah.
Done. One roll over your face. Move along. Done.
Yeah. I like that guy.
Oh, they just killed someone on the TV there?
No, he killed the other dude. Look at that.
Got murdered on that.
Only the people with giant eyes can
You know who he looks like, man? House.
Yeah.
He looks like House, MD.
He does.
That's what he looks like.
He looks a lot like Hugh Laurie, yeah. He reminds me of John Rhys Davies, this guy with the eye patch.
This guy's losing it too.
But
buddy, you're thinking about it too much, man. Just get drunk.
Yeah.
Just enjoy.
I like, you assholes are not listening to me. I just want just listen.
That's like you every podcast. Muttering subliminals in the background.
Everywhere I go, I take a bathroom break and I just rub my temples and just like go, God. I just want everybody to be dead but me.
Oh, shooting practice.
Yeah. Well,
even if you're running on ice, you need to be able to hit them in the head. This guy's got to good at the throat kills here.
Yeah. I'm kind of confused why they chose ice to do it on. I guess it's a big long area. I'd maybe roll out a carpet. I also like the deal that the black guy became their servant to this.
I'm glad you said it. Totally right. Well, hopefully they switch up, and this is just the day we say. It looks like it's pretty good. I don't know who cooked that. It looks pretty fucking good, though.
They should switch.
Little bok choy vegetable thing going on there.
Every day, the two people are a couple, and it's different people, and they have to have sex.
They have to.
Yeah. So
it was weird for the two guys at first, but they're ready to do it now.
Yeah.
You know, who's going to judge? It's a fucking zombie apocalypse.
Well, that was the in Day of the Dead. The one guy, the Jamaican guy, says that he's like, let's go to an island. We'll make some babies. But he's suggesting that 3 guys and 1 girl go. And I'm like, so what's going to be the deal? Are they just like to make sure that you get like a slightly deferred population? You're going to have this guy's baby, then you're going to have that guy's baby.
Yes, that's right. So, no jealousy.
No.
Timeshare. That's a vagina timeshare.
Yes. I feel like there's a better way of putting that.
No.
I don't know.
Think about it for a minute.
No, I don't want to spend too much time killing the air.
No, I mean, like, don't keep talking,
no,
but think about it while you're talking.
I'll think of nothing else. But whose time slot are we filling this time?
Time slot? Ooh, yeah.
We got a lot of things.
Okay, right. Oh, they're getting married here. They're exchanging rings and vows.
Would you marry? Go fuck yourself.
I wouldn't marry you if you're the last man on earth. Well, I fucking am. Thanks.
Yeah. It's just
she's thinking about it. Isn't that brutal? Like, she doesn't even want to. Like, holy fuck, lady.
It's just me or a colored fellow. So you choose.
Remember, I choose a colored fella. Fucking right. Yeah, he's a good-looking dude.
He's the useful dude. Oh, I don't know that neither of them are good looking.
I think I actually think, what's the black gentleman's name?
Ken Foray.
Ken, I think he's pretty attractive. Not gonna lie to you.
I don't know. He's got a forehead, man, and I know that's a lot for me to say, but
you can't have 2 foreheads.
Yeah,
you can't have 2 overpowering foreheads in one relationship. It's too much forehead.
It's because if you had a baby, it would just be a head.
Yeah, it would just be a forehead. A forehead with arms and legs and an asshole to shit out of. Oh man, look at he's like, that was unfulfilling sex.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, we're broken up, but there's nobody else here to make love to.
Yeah, there sure is.
Well, I would have made love to the throat hole in one of the mannequins. That's why he was shooting.
The boobs hanging out right there?
Yeah. That would have been amazing. You see that they break up in their own way, and he's just by himself, like, cry.
That is what it looks like every time I have sex with someone.
Yeah.
That afterwards, it's like, oh fuck, remorse. Eating, sitting drinking wine, eating a family bag of chips to yourself
while pregnant.
Oh yeah, that's me. There it is.
My favorite part. She is smoking, and she's not smoking in this scene, but she has been smoking this whole time, and she has been pregnant this whole time.
I want to know what kind of brand of chips that is, man.
Yeah. It's my favorite scene in the remake. We're gonna do the remake. I don't know why we're talking so much about it, but it's gonna happen.
You know what we do is we just take out when we talked about it here, slap it on Dawn of the Dead remake. We're done.
That'll save
2 for 1, just like fucking Full Moon Entertainment. Squeeze as much shit out of the same fucking thing as we can. Look at that picture of a hot dog vagina. Hey, that's art for you.
That's the title of this episode. Look at. Every now and again, somebody says, "Oh yeah, he's got it going."
See, he's already.
See, his eyes are bugging out like he's on the surface of Mars right now. Like, I don't like it.
To Mars. Uh-oh.
See, they're starting. See, and that's the thing. This is where I get bothered. They've been there a while. These things should be half decomposed by now, except fat ass there. But not to body shame a zombie, but come on.
I don't think he minds. I don't think he minds.
Yeah, that one has not eaten in probably a month at this point. That one was pretty fresh.
So I'm gonna go back to the sex zombies. If you have sex with a zombie, like when you go to the afterlife, maybe you lose points. But what if it's like a nun zombie? What if you rape? And can you rape a zombie?
None of them can say yes. So the answer is every single one of them is rape. Look at that fucking makeup.
But what if you were having sex with somebody who can't speak?
That looks like Patrick Swayze and Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
It kind of looks like if David Bowie was playing Blondie in a movie.
That's great.
What's her name? It looks like.
Oh, that's the voice of George Romero's wife.
There it is.
Yeah. No. Anyways, yeah. You can always get some kind of indication that it's a yes or a no for sex. And,
like, what about?
Well, that is true. That's how my wife gives permission. Because we record these late, and then when Todd goes home, I put everything away, and then I just start shaking her. She goes, and I'm like, all right,
good enough. You're married. It doesn't count as anything then.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look at this old double record player.
It's your fault for falling asleep. What is that other one for? I don't really understand. Those were the worst liquor bottles.
Look at that chair. Yeah. I always liked
I've seen those chairs. What?
Like taking your liquor and then pouring it into something swanky, a decanter or whatever. I always like that.
I like that the bulk of their furniture is just the boxes that they should be eating out of.
Look at all those 50s, man. Don't be losing the whole thing, man.
I would be...
You're telling the wife.
See, that's why I like the other Dawn of the Dead, because there's so many more survivors.
Yeah, it's more...
well, no, it's just like... You're less likely to go crazy.
And you're Ty Burrell.
I could not be with the same two people for the remainder of my life, especially when they're in a bad relationship.
Oh my God, yes. And eventually you're going to be banging her. Eventually. If you're stuck like this for years and years and years and years, and then the animosity that comes along with it, that's why you just have to give it up right away. Just be like, you know what, three-way.
You know what somebody should do? Do a remake again of all
remake the remake.
Yeah. Do a remake again of all of the Living Dead movies, or of the Dead movies, and then have a fourth movie where the survivors all converge.
Right, where you get them all. Well, could it be like an episodic thing? Like just because The Walking Dead's out there, you can't they don't have the fucking market on zombie. Oh, their relationships breaking down.
I like the idea of you have all these people come together and they all find one place, because they all get away in similar kinds of ways. I think in all three movies they get away via helicopter.
I think you are correct. Because helicopter seems like the best thing to have. Yeah. So,
well, it's like in this movie and Day of the Dead, they have a helicopter pilot who does it.
Yes.
In the first movie, they get evacuated and they're in a helicopter at the end. Or at least in the remake, I don't recall.
I don't think there is a helicopter in the first one.
In the first one, probably not. I don't think there were helicopters.
Because the cops show up. He's in the basement.
But the Wright brothers playing
run by.
Yeah.
Zombie Wright.
Yeah.
Oh, look, they seem like they're kind of happy again here now.
It's getting together.
I'll tell you, it's the truth. Sometimes I get stuck on a boat for 3 months, which is probably going to happen soon. And it is like, and you're stuck in a room with somebody who absolutely hates you for no reason at all, other than that they're fucking miserable and they hate themselves. And so after 3 months, I'm just like, wow, the fact that I haven't murdered you in your sleep is a testament of the strength within me.
It's the forced rooming thing. Like, I never understood that too. Like, you always see like, oh, my best friend is the guy I live with in my dorm, or something like that. Now, at least in the Canadian dorms, there's Tom Savini, and there's like his assistant guy. Those are the two guys who did all the stunts in this.
Oh shit! Here we go. We're here already.
Yeah, trucks. Well, yeah, we've been talking for a long time.
My God,
it's been an hour. We've been at this for about an hour 40.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. So,
you know what? This movie is a lot better than I remember it being.
Yeah.
I remember really liking Dawn of the Dead remake a lot.
Yeah.
And like I said to you before, I like the Dawn of the Dead remake more, but this one really holds up. It's really good.
It does, and there's such good ideas behind it.
Yes, and they started it, right? So is it proper for movie fans to like the remake more? Like, I know you can, but technically, like, that wouldn't have even have happened without the first one.
Oh, of course. But it really depends, because I think some movies call for a remake because technology has allowed
Things have gotten better,
or just like when they started remaking, when they started doing new zombie movies like 28 Days Later and stuff like that, and you saw a new breed of zombie in your way. Dawn of the Dead wanted to do that, and then they're like, we can bring it a little bit more into the future and do that. And I mean, because that's one thing, is this does not hold up for time, right?
Right.
So they're able to do that.
Oh, fuck.
A movie that I am pleading for somebody to remake is Cannonball Run.
Say again?
Cannonball Run.
Right.
The race across the country, comedy chocked full of stars.
Yep.
You get some of the Fast and Furious people. You have that style of driving and that style of stunts because Hal Needham did the Cannonball Run movies, and he did all like the stunt stuff for Smokey and the Bandit.
Right,
all that kind of thing.
He was the guy back in the day, right? For
that
cars.
was that style. That style doesn't count anymore. You have crazier style. You have faster cars. You have like crazier types of cars,
shit.
Right? And so you bring back maybe a couple of the old people for little like little cameos here and there,
right?
And
did these guys try and contact them all or something?
Yeah,
they were just talking to them over the radio or something.
Yeah,
or did they just not answer?
They specifically didn't answer. They're trying.
Oh, and so that's why he was like, "Oh, you're not going to share. We don't like that." I have a feeling no matter what you answered, they were going to be like, "Work out, you fucked up."
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, because it's like, yeah, we'll let you in and we can all share, and then it's like, oh, there's four of you, we're going to chop your fucking heads
then
off.
we're going to rape the girl to death.
Yeah,
and maybe the bulgy-eyed white guy.
Definitely the bulgy-eyed white guy.
Coming up, I don't know. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
But in the mini-sode, I asked everybody on this one to look out for something, and it's coming really soon.
Yeah.
And it's the best fucking moment in cinema history.
Yeah, he'll point it out to you when we get there if you don't see it yourself. But while we got a couple quick seconds, we'll talk about Tom Savini. So he's a makeup, special effects guy. He did makeup for the first Friday the 13th and the fourth Friday the 13th, the Day of the Dead, Monkey Shines. He directed the Night of the Living Dead remake.
I need to see Monkey Shines again. Is that a good gore in it or what? I don't even remember it.
Not really. It's actually, it's made a couple of really bad movie lists, and it's been on a couple of bad movie podcasts.
Rope ladder.
Like that. Yep, see, we've already solved this problem. But actually, what's funny is Tom Savini's biggest part of his resume is acting. Like, he was in From Dusk Till Dawn. He was in the Dawn of the Dead remake. He was in Planet Terror. Zack and Miri Make a Porno. Machete Kills. Django Unchained. Like, he's in all kinds of...
Yeah, the guys that, like, you know, because it was all you have to do back in the day is, like, do some iconic stuff.
Yeah.
Which he did. He was like he's one of the grandfathers of gore. I don't know when the Dario Argento movies came out in conjunction, you know, with this one or whatever, like which one was before or after, but those two guys, like Romero and Argento, were like horror guys. Did Tom Savini do the Dario Argento movies?
No, because Dario Argento, like, he did almost all of them in Italy and stuff like that. But anybody who doesn't know him, he did like Suspiria, which is like one of the great all-time international movies, which they're remaking right now. I just heard.
That's right.
Somebody, Tom York from Radiohead just signed on to do the music for it.
Oh fuck!
So that'll be interesting. And he did like Tenebra. He did Demons. Was the big American release for him?
Really? It's gonna be Tom York?
Yeah.
I love Radiohead.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
It's gonna be very ambient and robot-y.
Yeah. And Dario Argento, his daughter's Asia Argento. You may have seen her in like Triple X or Land of the Dead. She was in Marie Antoinette.
That's the one he likes to film naked.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, here come the bikers. Fucking bikers, man.
Yeah, friggin' bikers. A lot of these bikers were actually from the local chapter of the Pagans, just on volunteer to show up.
Cool.
And so, like, if you see the guys who have, especially the guys with the crazier bikes, those are their bikes.
Oh, cool.
Like, they were not provided bikes. They
I like
showed up.
The three-wheel one is fucking... Oh, I just went by. It's going to come around the circle there somewhere.
That's the guy. Yeah, I just...
There, right there.
I would be on a three-wheeled bike because I don't want to have to... That was always my thing. Like in Sons of Anarchy, there was the old guy who was on the three-wheeled bike, and I'm like, that just seems better. You don't have to worry about like flipping over. If you're not,
and you can carry some shit in the back if you want, like
somebody
maybe like a change of underwear or you know, some new stirrups.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's my big thing about like motorcycles is it's one of those things. If you're going out just a little too fast or you just anything, it just instantly. You're just on your face.
Right.
Like it just,
what did those guys just shoot to make the thing go up?
I have no idea. I feel like it was kind of like a GoldenEye Nintendo 64 thing where you just shoot a door enough and then it just opens.
Yeah, it'll open up. Or they shot like the console, electric console behind it in it.
Which is not where those things were opening up before when you watch. Like all the other ones, they were manually lifting them up.
Ooh, zombie crotch shot. There's the sheriff. It's the new sheriff in town.
That guy looked like, I can't remember his name from like, he was a guest guy in Friends, and he was in Saving Private Ryan and shit like that. Oh my god,
taking a dead woman's jewels right off.
There's nothing better than robbing a zombie. And a Maya Angelou zombie.
And he laughs. These guys are all right, Having a good time.
They're like the guys who like pull down their pants. Oh, this is my favorite, the pies.
Oh my lord, they're pieing the zombies. That girl didn't look like she was in a gang at all.
No, you can tell. Like this is one of those. Like this is a Negan
Listen
kind
to
of
the music,
group.
eh?
Yeah, this is a Negan kind of group that is taking on people. Like that's Negan there.
Yeah,
for Tom Savini. It was seltzer water.
The old gags never go out of style. Look at him, he's like, seltzer, you goddamn.
Yeah. I don't even understand. I don't understand the point of seltzer water. Like, is it being carbonated?
Stole his wallet.
Is it just water that's being carbonated on the way out?
I never got it.
Yeah,
I thought the whole thing was made just for old gags.
Yeah, I just see club soda.
Or that's exactly
Like,
it's like the same thing, right? As club soda. I was literally just going to say that club soda, same concept.
We'll never know because I'm not looking it up.
Oh my!
But,
somebody tell us.
Somebody picked up the suit and then he put it back. He's like, "I'm not as dirty." Why is any of that money left over? They should have taken. They should have taken.
They're not
penny.
greedy.
Yeah,
they took enough just for their savings.
Yeah.
Maybe every week they go in and kind of take some out, like a bank transaction.
Yeah. Enough for a solid RRSP.
Those guy's got the jewel on his head. At least this gang's cool with, like your fashion style. Like, oh, right here.
Yeah.
Here it is. Look at Buddy's getting his fucking, like, yeah. They're getting their goddamn.
It is.
It happens again, though.
Yeah.
That's your concern. You know what? Health first,
Yeah. See, and what's really. Yeah, there it is.
Bring out the fucking cavalry here.
What kills me, though, is the whole idea of having the wall built and all that. Is so because they said if looters come or anything like that, we'll be able to hide. And the first thing they do is they're not hiding.
Start shooting them.
Yeah.
Well, they knew they were there.
Yeah.
Because they were...
So now you have to put yourself in mortal...
he's got a Tommy gun.
But, like, they knew they were there, and it's like, we should just, like, stay here, because it's like, where are they going to look? They're going to look, find nobody, finish looting, and probably leave.
And that's it, exactly. Or probably stay.
Oh, he got clothesline. He got clothesline by that one. Oh, nice.
You think maybe they'd be smart enough to know, like, hey, maybe we should stay here?
I don't know. I feel like they're just, like... I feel like they're just take and move on kind of like virus kind of people.
Yeah, I think they would move too. I think they'd move along.
Yeah. They want
they got kid zombie. Oh, she's on the phone.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
We got to, like, don't run Buddy over, man. Like,
that was a payphone. Again, just reminding all my millennial friends.
What was that?
Oh. It's so good. It's like, I love these movies because you can tell that
here he is. There's my man.
You can tell the special effects people have been given a lot of leeway as far as the kind of gags and stuff. They're like, we got to kill a bunch of zombies here, and they're like, leave it to us. You go set up a camera over there, and we'll have something for you.
Get creative. I'll come back after. There he is.
That's a different.
He's got his. That guy went for that. I felt that. It looked like it hurt, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a different topless zombie than the one I saw earlier. There's so
fat topless zombies wandering around out here.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, where's Buddy?
They're riding their motorcycles through very difficult spots, too. They have very wide open aisles and stuff like that, but then they're like doing it through little footpaths between like.
How do they know when to leave? Like what's like what's the call? That guy's bringing a mannequin with him.
Yeah,
my new old lady.
I imagine it's just get all your shit.
Nice try, but there you go.
I wonder if him failing to do it the first time, they laughed at him. They're like, "Get me something to smash this with."
When they trash the mall, are they still trashing the actual mall? Because it looks like they're really driving around this thing.
They're driving around it, but I mean, I'm sure the stuff they're trashing is stuff that they brought in.
Right.
Like, it's like they brought in a rail brought in. Because, it doesn't look like any property is being damaged aside from things that they easily could have brought in themselves, like the TVs and that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. Oh.
Oop. Come on, Tom Savini.
They're very. You can see him a lot in the characters that you see in, like, the Dawn of the Dead and stuff like that.
He always plays the kind of, like the crazy motherfucker, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea. Turn the fucking lights off. Should have done that right away.
See, imagine if they all had night vision and they would have done this.
Did they turn the lights off or did they just go out?
No, I think
somebody just fucked with them and they went out?
I'm pretty sure somebody turned off the lights. See, now they see where he went. They saw him go up there. So that's defeats the whole purpose.
Of the whole? Yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't have. Because you could think too, they were thinking they were in there because they saw everything was blocked off. You still can't assume somebody's in there. And
again, because they've been keeping all the food and stuff up with them, they could have stayed there forever with their hot dog vagina.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good picture, man. If you're gonna be trapped with any piece of art, I think that might be it.
Yeah, because once the white people die and it's just Ken Foray all by himself, it's just me and you, and he just pulls down his pants and sits across from it, and then it says like a 5 years later thing, and like the army shows up, and it's just a skeleton with his hand on his crotch. So this scene,
he died how he lived.
Yeah, masturbating.
Oh yeah.
So we've got a scene he's about to go over the edge here, which, sorry to spoil it for you, but I feel like it's fairly evident as he's standing on the ledge.
Oh, somebody just went flying down the...
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is like the Mission Impossible elevator scene. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we see him. Maybe...
Oh, shit.
That was a good one. Getting the blood, like, shoot up like that.
That was a nice... Oh, look at this. He's doing the commando.
Yeah. Well, I guess you'd try everything. Again, everybody uses, like, weird sledgehammers and stuff like that. So, yeah, Tom Savini did this actual stunt that's about to occur. Any minute now, it keeps not happening. Because, like, people stop him. What's he doing? Is it, like, holding him hostage? So, yeah, he goes over the ledge.
Oh, my God. See how he, like...
Yeah. But when he did the actual fall from the top,
looks like he almost landed on a light.
No, they gave him boxes to land on. Like, obviously, he didn't go over the ledge into the water. You could see clearly he jumped forward.
Oh, yeah,
into
you
the
can
water.
see the way he went flying over, too.
But when he fell down and because they gave him the boxes to land on, he missed the boxes and landed back and leg first on the ground.
Oh, nice.
So he had to do the bulk of his work from after he did that, from a golf cart. He had to drive everywhere because he couldn't walk around because he was too hurt.
Oh, fuck, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, they're leaving. I guess it's leaving time.
Yeah. But did only like one person make it? And he has a Tommy gun, it seems. And why did none of the zombies grab him? They were just
you're done, buddy. Now the zombies gotcha. He looks really calm right now for just having been shot.
Well, he's in shock.
I've always wanted to shoot a fucking Tommy gun,
Yeah.
man. Look at that.
I saw... I've been looking up for things to do in Vegas because I'm going next month.
To shoot a Tommy gun at a zombie one? Here it is.
Yeah.
Look, he stops again. He already checked his blood pressure.
Yeah, but it's like things have clearly hit the
like,
fan
look, it's the same guy with the sombrero. Like what in the fuck was he thinking?
Yeah. This gag here was completely improvised when they go back to it. They just decided, like, and that's, again, the things that they can do in these movies is they can just, like, they're given such, like it's like college style. We're just like, what can you work up? Yeah. And they're like, we got some stuff in the truck. We'll get something out.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's a lot of fun.
A real honest way to make a movie, you know? Like a real passion.
Yeah, look at those Zach Morris phones, man. Oh, yeah, he's not climbing up there. You've got a hole in your arm.
Pull over. I just love that. Look at this guy, like...
So yeah,
who does that? Like, yeah.
So yeah, that was the scene that they just completely did. I saw somebody.
There's not even blood on there.
Somebody they showed you how like they do these effects and stuff like that. It's such a cool like little setup. Obviously, the guy's arms and head are like sticking out of a thing, and it's all fake body after that. But it looks so good because
this was a homeless man who had his body donated to the movie.
Yeah. That would be amazing.
They gave him half a bottle of Aquavelva, and he's like, I'm in.
Everybody, what is that? Like, is that like silly putty?
Nah, it looks like...
or is that like...
It's probably real, like, sausage, the outside, what you call it? Like a real sausage links?
Yeah. Whoa, you got...
Oh,
see, and again, this is the first time...
It's
the first time that the zombies have had any, like thrust. It's always been slow, and this time they all went like, blah, gotcha.
Why do you think is, they say it in the one zombie movie, why do you eat flesh? And he says the pain of being dead. But like, do you really think if there were zombies, why would they want to kill us and shit?
It's just...
What's the whole point? Like what?
They just need food, but it's
they're
they're back to animal instinct. They don't think... Like, that's why... in the movie or in like Walking Dead and other movies and stuff, they will eat an animal. Like you'll see like in Walking Dead, they all like tackle a deer and start eating it.
Right.
Because it's food. They know it's something they can eat. And it's something that, I don't know if we're going to give it some kind of fake scientific thing, would be like that's something that sustains their own body.
Right.
That like, it's like I'm eating protein, which then keeps my body from deteriorating.
It's like, well, maybe it's even like my body is not, could even be almost like, they don't even know it, that they're fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm dead, you're alive.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat you.
Yeah.
And eating your alive pieces slightly makes me feel more alive or something, right? I lost all my blood and you're eating some blood.
Yeah. I don't think there's thought. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a thought.
It.
I think it's just, it's there. It's in that animal instinct you're saying.
Yeah. And that's just the thing.
Fucker.
It's my body needs protein to keep my body from disintegrating, essentially. So I'm just going to take in whatever the closest protein that I can get.
But they don't eat each other, though.
Yeah, well, because it's probably, I don't know.
See, it's only live humans.
Yeah.
Live things.
There's got to be something to it. Maybe they don't recognize dead people as food.
Maybe they see like heat signature, or they can see differently, right? They can see you glowing somehow. They've never given us zombie through the zombie view.
They see the Matrix.
Yeah, numbers. They see that old white guy fucking bossing everybody around.
Concurrently, you will either eat the person or kill the person.
Yeah, there's Buddy's arm. He's doing all right. What was his blood pressure?
0/0. He has no blood pressure.
Oh, no.
That's a creepy thing. If you've ever seen anybody who has those artificial hearts, there's certain ones that actually circulate, like the way they circulate blood, they don't pump it.
Right.
It's just like, it's almost like a fan that just just shoots it through you. Actually, a friend of mine's dad had it, but Dick Cheney was the first person I ever heard of who actually had it. And when you get it, you don't have a heartbeat. You don't have a pulse. Or you'll have a blood pressure, but you won't have a pulse because it's not, your pulse is your heartbeat.
Yeah.
Bum, bum.
Yeah.
And now you don't have a heartbeat. So it just goes
weird.
Yeah, it's something.
So you're alive, but you don't have a heartbeat.
Yeah.
That's because you don't. That's like a zombie right there, man.
And you don't have a heart, so
techno zombies. Oh, they did a good thing. There he is.
To this day, this is still George Romero's favorite zombie performance.
That right here.
Yeah. He says it informs all zombie performance for him from this point on. And he does a great job.
He is doing a great job, actually.
And see, again, we talked about this in the episode too, about how what has happened to them and how fresh they are and all that. Everything affects them. If you're injured, you can't move your leg as well.
Yeah, see, this guy had it down pretty good.
Like, you can power through pain.
Oh, she's got a freaking lollipop stuck in her hair.
Yeah, you can power through pain, but you can't power through missing a chunk of your leg.
Right.
Right? Like, if you didn't it'd be like if you lost both of your legs at the knee, you wouldn't just get up on your knee,
stomping around,
like Dorf style.
Dorf on zombies.
Ooh, Tim Conway, we got one more for you before you pass.
See, and he knows where the fucking thing is. He's gonna tell.
This was brilliant film.
I like how he's doing with his jaw there.
Yeah. This was good storytelling though, because this is how do they get to find them then? And he's like, well, one of them knows. We've been talking about instinct and this deep core memory kind of thing.
Yeah.
The only thing is then
look at Buddy still got the gun going, eh?
Yeah.
There he is.
He should right now.
You're right. There was a couple that they stayed. He knows. Yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
And the same. You think maybe he'd even mess it up, but nope. He knows they are in there.
He messed everything up as a human, but as a zombie, he is a leader.
Yeah, he's pretty on point. Yeah. It's like being king of the losers. Yeah. Fucking A, man.
Ta-da. Yeah, we need to go, baby.
Oh, yeah. This is always, every time I see the stairs, it reminds me of that Dawn of the Dead shot where they come flying around the stairs and stop. And I'm like, whoa. Oh, yeah, here they come.
I like that he knew immediately what happened. He's just like, of course it was Steven. Leave it to Steven. Friggin' Steven.
He should be of his own thing.
Your husband is a douche.
He should have showed up in every zombie one after just fuck thing. Oh, fuck, Steven, fuck.
That would have been amazing.
Every one of them. That's fucking Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, he keeps getting banished from the groups.
It's time to take off. Oh, she knows how to fly the helicopter, right?
Yes.
Or does he?
She does. Yeah, because her
boy.
boy.
He's using door handles. What happened to Where's Harry Krishna?
I don't know.
He's coming. He's got to be a fucking straggling behind in the back.
Yeah. I like close the door. This one's mine.
Oh, I like him as a zombie too. You know what sucks is that they filmed the movie. Like, I don't know if they did or not, but they filmed the movie in sequence. Then George Romero at the very end sees this guy and he's like, "Fuck, they should have all been like this."
Yeah.
What the fuck? Because he's just obviously just, you want to be a zombie?
Yeah.
Go get your face painted. You're in the background, like this guy.
Yeah. Now I've not read anything to back me up, but I can tell you pretty definitively they did not shoot this in sequence.
Well, Look at this guy.
Shooting in sequence is like more of a director's trick than filmmaking.
Right.
It's just like, it's like every now and again somebody will do it and they're like, why? It's like, it made it much more difficult. And they're like, because that's my art.
Yeah, it does. Because then you got to go back to the same place that you, right? Instead of filming it all. And you got multiple scenes in the same room. You might as well that take place before, after, during, right? Yeah.
Well, because then it can be lit and it can be done. And then you can be finished with that room and put it back to normal and never have to do it again.
Yeah. It's got to have a good continuity person. That's the thing that fucks me up about me. If you were, ever made a movie, filming it out of sequence seems so weird. And being like now, like, we filmed the end and now we're in the middle and I didn't work up to this scene, but now I have to like, oh, you killed my kid. And I have to be all like.
Well, they said that in Lord of the Rings. When they were like maybe a month into shooting, and then they had to do a cover scene because it was raining or whatever, and it was a scene from the third movie that was like
this guy going up the ladder.
I know, but it was a scene from the third movie that was like super emotional, and it was Elijah Wood and Sean Astin, and they were basically like, we can't do this, we're not there yet.
Yeah, we're not there.
Like, we've not been through any of this, and they're like, go. And Peter Jackson basically was like, go be actors. Like,
you're an actor.
Figure it out, and they sorted it out, and it was all good.
Yeah, they worked it out. You want a job? You'll make it work.
You'll make it work.
Use those big fucking eyes. You'll squeeze a tear out. Done.
But what I like when you hear
hey, buddy, I got this gun.
That looked like Charlie Sheen holding the gun. Now it looks like Bruce Campbell, depending on what angle you're on.
How did he, as a zombie, make it up that ladder while also holding a gun?
And pointing it at his face.
Yeah, like, oh my God, that thing's going to bounce off his skull and he's going to be alive.
So, yeah, way too many of them. Not one of them could have climbed a ladder. I'm sorry, it's unacceptable. And why does he have like a little derringer that you would find in like
that one was for him.
Yeah, but you find that in the, listen to this music too. But the like that's the kind of gun you would find in the like the underwear of like a old west prostitute. Yeah, exactly. Like the what's it called?
Her garter belt,
the garter
or something.
Belt. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of it.
Oh, and it comes to old prostitutes, I'll let you know.
That one guy there, the businessman, I feel like he was like a studio executive who was like last day of filming. He was like, I want to be in the movie.
Look at him go.
Look at him.
Oh man, he is.
Yeah.
Oh geez. Oh. Ooh, two guns. Oh, he likes that one better.
Yeah, I would have picked up that assault rifle then and just said, okay, at least I got that.
Go, go, go.
It would have been way better if she would have just left instead of like he's fighting all the way through and then he gets there and she's like already like 80 feet up in the air,
I'm
like
sorry.
take it up. I wish she was worse at it.
Bring me with you.
Yeah.
I would make another pass where I kind of tilt the blade down like in all the movies and just take him out.
Yeah. I don't think she's prepared to get that cocky. I think she's pretty much learned go up, go forward, and go down.
That must be fucking weird driving a helicopter, man. I'll bet you we do better than you thought.
Yeah, I just pictured when they go up, you see like the thing on the like the end of MASH where it's like it just embodies. It says like "We'll miss you" or whatever. Like do 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 do. Honeycut.
There it was, buddy, and they escape in the old. Where do they go, man? Did they make it or what?
No, they're dead. See, and that I like that too. They always leave that way ambiguous. It's just like, I guess that's the end of it.
Do you think they would have made it?
Yeah.
I think they're going to make it. I think Buddy in the end will make it. The girl might not. I don't know why I say that. I just feel like
she dies in childbirth while flying them to the location and then crashes and kills everybody.
Yeah.
So the music that at the beginning there, that do 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 do. Anybody who doesn't recognize that is the music from the end of Robot Chicken. As well, they do it.
Oh, good piece of trivia.
Yeah, I think a lot of people knew that, but anybody who doesn't,
I did not.
Well, this is why you have me. I recognize. I remember the first episode of Robot Chicken I saw. I recognized it immediately.
Really,
it was so in the back. Like this song is so in my head because I hate the music from this movie that I love so much, and I just was like, and I'm like, I know it, and it was like I could feel like the fingering through the file cabinet in the back of my mind, like, and there it is. So yeah, Dario Argento.
Mine's a Rolodex.
Nice. Yeah, Dario Argento gets the script consultant credit because of.
I'm surprised that people maybe people liked the music because I think it means something.
Mm-hmm.
But they should come out and just redo the music, throw some new music over top of it.
Yeah.
Make it creepier.
That'd be an idea.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
See, I like the way they used music in the remake, or in the remake too, because they used light music when they needed light music.
Right.
But this one, even like in the most obscenely like scary part, well, not scary, but like tense parts, it was like do-do-do, do-do-do, boo-doo-beep,
Just like kind of, yeah.
And I'm just
maybe
like,
back then that was terrifying music.
Yeah. Now, the movie's over, but I have one more question.
It sure is.
I've got one more question. Where would you want to be? We've discussed where you might want to be, like apartment or mall or whatever. But geographically, where would you want to be in a zombie apocalypse?
Mountains.
Mountains? Hard to get to, hard to whatever. But
cold.
Supplies are low.
Right.
So like every place has...
the best. Okay, we're thinking all of the things that would go into a place.
Let's keep it to North America. But you can keep it to a very general thing. Because I'm thinking there's a lot of things. Like you can go out kind of like into the boonies where there's going to be less people, but there's going to be less stuff.
Yeah, you know what I would do then?
What's that?
I would choose the port of Toronto. I'd go on a boat.
Yeah.
And I would stock the boat up, a big one, like a big boat.
Get the ferry.
Yeah, or something. And I would stock it up and I would get the people I trust and love to be on the ferry. And anytime the shit hit the fan, you just float out for a while. Come back, but then you could use the mini boat, a rowboat or something to sneak, onto land and try and find where you can go get supplies or whatever. I would pick the Port of Toronto.
Okay, can I ask you a serious question?
Yes.
How many people have to say no to joining your boat before I get invited?
But I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's a less.
Okay.
I don't want to throw any real set numbers down.
Okay.
But somewhere like the sheets up.
Yeah.
And then there's like the
Listen to
wall.
Sailor talk.
And then you're down there somewhere.
Okay.
I'll consider it.
Oh, that's all I asked.
Yeah.
I'm not,
that homeless guy I met once that made me laugh.
Yeah.
If he doesn't show up, you might have a shot.
Okay. Whew. That means I'll be the turd scooper.
That's right.
Nice.
You wish. You fucking wish you're gonna be the turd scooper. That's a pretty good job.
My mouth is the literal toilet. It's like we can't just shit on the floor. Open your mouth, dump. It's like being in Human Centipede, except I have a choice.
What about yourself? Where do you think the ideal place would be?
It's really hard. I'm thinking middle of the road population. Like we live in a place that has about 175,000 people.
Yeah.
See, if you go someplace because you go to a New York and LA or something like that, you have unlimited supply. But you also have a lot of people that you're competing against for said supply.
And a lot of zombies.
Maybe but you
Barry.
There you go. Yeah, you go someplace you got to have a place that has stuff and has access. Like you got to have good roads and stuff like that. Because again, if you've got vehicles and you're trying to get through the boonies and you're like off-roading and stuff like that, you damage your vehicle, and then when you need to get out in a pinch, you can't. So it's like you have to have something kind of in the middle. So look for kind of like 150,000 people. Other people may make those decisions to go to the big places. Other people might make those decisions to go to the small places. Makes this place a small place.
Right.
Like that. That's how I feel now. Then the discussion then goes to what kind of building or what do you?
Okay,
do?
I agree with you on that. I'm changing mine.
Okay,
I want it to be you may be able to find a farm that still has animals.
Yeah,
if that would be the key. Maybe you could find live animals and domesticate them slightly yourself.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with a farmhouse, farm that is also on the coast, but in a town like St. Catharines. So Port Dalhousie or somewhere in there, a boat and a little farm. So if shit, you can get on the boat and fuck off.
Yeah. All right. I'm on board with that.
And float out there.
Okay. We'd love to hear anybody else's ideas.
We would love to hear anything from anybody.
Yeah. You can just you could just curse me out for saying that guy wasn't saying racist words right as the N-word came out of his mouth. You could bust me on that. You can, but anything, like if you guys have an idea of where you would want to survive or how you think would be best to survive, email us miscastcommentary.com. Or Joe at miscastcommentary.com, Todd at miscastcommentary.com.
I'm actually at make 'em say Na na na.
Yeah.
That's for all you Master P zombie fans out there.
And
that's the zombie anthem.
And I am like, when the guy stabs the zombie in the ear with the thing, I go, here comes the brand new flavor in your ear, Craig Mack. The brand new flavor.
That is new flavor. But, you get stabbed with something in the ear.
Yeah, I never understood that. I'm like, what? I was like, what's supposed to taste like in your ear? I know he's talking sounds and beatitudes, but but yeah. So email us or find us on Twitter at Miscast Podcast. Go to our Facebook page. Just search Miscast Commentary. We're pretty easy to find once you do that. Like us there.
Love us there.
Make sure to subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. It helps everywhere where we are located on iTunes and all that kind of good stuff. Helps boost us up, gets us more listeners.
Helps me too. Get out of that funk.
Everybody tell a friend. Tell them to listen once. Tell them to listen to this one or tell them one that they can go back and listen to and then say, wait, it gets good again after that.
We should be like a zombie plague. We should be catching on.
Yeah. We're spreading.
In the worst way.
We're spreading.
We're just ruining.
We're still in the Bay Area.
The Bay Area fucking...
They could not be... the bulk of our listeners could not be further away from us on our content.
Beautiful. Invite us to your next barbecue.
We're coming.
We're already there.
You have no idea. We'll show up.
You damn right we will.
But
especially if you got free fucking something.
Yeah, exactly.
Buns, like you bring the buns. No. I'll bring the buns.
Yeah.
And then we'll eat your meat.
I'll bring a hot dog vagina. All right, guys. That's
the name of a Limp Bizkit album.
Probably. What was that? Chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. Nice. Yeah, we were 90s kids. All right, guys. That's it for this week. Catch us next week. We're gonna announce the next movie, and we'll talk about the usual bullshit. Not like we've been doing today. But thank you. I don't know. I'd apologize, but then I'd get sad.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next week.
Later. Make them say,
with the brand new flavor in your ear.